Wayne Newton.
Welcome, everybody. Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Gaxx Pack. I am Jason Charles Miller, your Dungeon Master, and this is an ongoing Dungeons and Dragons adventure brought to you by GaryCon, the annual game convention celebrating the life and works of Gary Gygax, the father of role-playing games and the co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons, the game that we're going to be playing today. Today, our sponsors are the World of Chaldea, Dwarven Forge, Sirenscape, and of course, Idle Champions. The World of Chaldea is Peter Atkinson's Dungeons and Dragons homebrew campaign, now being made into a motion graphic and motion comic episodic series. So be sure to check that out. We have all the links coming at you. Let me bring on all of our players for today. Let's see. You guys are there. You're there. There you are. Okay, cool. I will start from the top. We have a special guest today, so we're gonna just bring him on out. Luke Gygax is going to be joining us today on our adventure.
Hey everybody, Luke Gygax here. I am the founder of GaryCon. As Gary Gygax was my father. I'm also a soldier, father, and author. And today I'll be playing a very mysterious character that they all run into by the name of Vishnupal.
Great. Next we have Adriana Cazador. Sorry.
Hello, hi. My name is Adriana Cazador, and you can find me online as Adriosa. And I'm going to be playing Grath, the Tiefling Ranger, in the Gaxx Pack. So, yes, get ready for some fun times.
B. Dave.
B. Dave Walter, as I say words about things, you can find me everywhere fine streaming content can be located. And today I am playing the Nato, someone who came back from the grave to keep this band of friends alive.
Excellent. And Abria, yes, also Matt, I think Abria's name isn't there. Just
a woman who needs no introduction.
Yeah, but everybody knows who Abria is.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
Hey, you don't need to know, but I'll tell you anyway. I'm Abria Iyengar, and today I'm playing Karina, your Vidalcan Circle of Stars druid.
Excellent. And Vivka.
I absolutely do need an introduction because I'm not that cool. Hello, I'm Vivid Vivka. Vivid is a descriptor. My name is Vivka, and I am playing a 2.5 foot tall, 30-pound bundle of green fury, a kobold barbarian named Snacks. And this is Mr. Prickles.
Mr. Prickles. And last week we were off, and Eric Campbell ran us through an awesome. The ones of us who were available ran us through an awesome Ravenloft adventure. Eric couldn't make it today, but his character Leaf is with us on the screen, so we'll see Eric next week. And it looks like we have a lot of new viewers today, so for that, I'll just give a recap. Our characters all work. Well, except for Luke's character, but we're going to meet him soon. All work for Ganzerg's Interdimensional Delivery Service. Sorry, I'll start that again. Ganzerg's Interdimensional Delivery Service and Security, GIDS for short. You live in a stolen Githzerai adamantine citadel, sort of like a large spaceship, which was originally hijacked and is now controlled by your eccentric boss, Ganzerg Gaxx. Ganzerg is a rebel Githzerai anarch who is a member of the Shasal Cow, a secret organization of Githyanki and Githzerai radicals who want to reunify their peoples. But you've been sent on a mission by Ganzerg, and you're currently in the crazy garden of Porphyrio. You were dropped off on the island of Sibarate in the world of Greyhawk. You met with Governor Axel Hynock, who was until recently at war with Clancy Rathbone, but Axel's daughter and Clancy's son eloped, and supposedly ran into Porferio's garden. You made your way in there, and now you're at a bit of an impasse. Let's see, you battled with some, or you had a battle of wits, we might say, with some leprechauns. You had a physical battle with some satyrs and some centaurs, some bark burrs. Snack's got a magic axe that talks to her, named Hacker, and the last thing that happened was you were trying to decide where to go next. There's a large lake in the middle of this magical garden, and Thanato yelled, basically used thaumaturgy to yell across to the lake, basically come out wherever you are. Am I right? Do you remember exactly what your exact words were then?
I basically meant that, yes. And that if those insufferable children were in here, they should show themselves immediately.
Yeah, so he screamed out in a really loud demon voice, "Oh, we're not going to hurt you. Come on out."
I mean,
works.
Excuse
Brilliant.
me, this is
I
just
think
how I
it
talk,
works.
okay? Yes.
I will.
Oh, that was Snacks is not judging.
There goes the stealth effort.
And
I
at
made no
that
effort at
moment,
stealth.
I said that you heard some rustling in the trees behind you. So at that moment, you see what appears to be a human male with strawberry blonde gold hair and green eyes like a tiger, wearing a flowing green robes, coming out of the woods.
Are you going to fight us? You gotta call that shot now. I'm a little tired.
That worked?
Yes, or are you Clancy?
Oh. Well, Julia.
Oh, we need you to
Or Julia, I suppose this. Don't mean to gender you unnecessarily.
It's a weird garden. I don't know.
I hold up my axe.
You may refer to me as Vishnupal. Who might you be?
Do I hit?
Vishnupal. We are the Gaxx Pack, and we have adventured far into this garden. Can you please tell us what lies beyond that labyrinth over there?
I know not what lies beyond there. I have been here for some time. Bits and pieces of my memory are incomplete. However, I was attacked by a thing called a bark burr, and I have become as you see me. But you have attracted too much attention. This is not wise in the garden. Stealth is the way that you want to proceed.
Grath just kind of glares at Thanato.
I mean, we found him, right?
I mean, is he useful?
Yes, or should we let our kobold friend have her way with him?
Ooh.
No.
No. He's not like that, actually. That's presumptuous. But I was going to say that Burkbur actually attacked me too. And you're like, oh, well, you should be stealthy. He called me over here. So I don't like how you're passing blame. Also, I got an axe.
And your axe says, "It wasn't the bark bird that called you over here. It was me. I was stuck inside and I wanted you to pull me out."
I got nothing. I put it away.
Yeah.
Can I insight check Vishnupal?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, please.
Great. Not that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you.
Yep.
Oh, beans, I rolled bad. 15.
We're not in the trust business. Let's see.
You know?
I rolled moderately well. Let's see. Too many character sheets open. That's 19.
Before I go any further, our producer just reminded me that we have a cool little system that we use here called Fate Points. And every time someone donates, or every time we get a total of 3,000 bits donated, our players get a reroll from a Fate Point. So just something to keep in mind if you'd like to participate in the game with us. For every 3,000 bits, a reroll will be donated to the players, but they can only use it once per action. So they can't have an unlimited number of rerolls on an action until it happens. They get one extra.
The way I roll, I will need those fate points.
Yeah.
Ye-
So just something to keep in mind if you so desire to participate with us today. Okay. Back to the adventure. Sorry about that.
Fate points are the reason I'm not currently a shrub.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. And now
19 on the insight.
15 on mine.
15 and 15.
19 for
Oh,
me.
19. You know what? You both get the feeling that he's telling you everything that he said so far is the truth, but maybe he hasn't revealed everything yet.
No, I don't trust him. But sure.
I whispered to Karina, that is kind of wise, I guess. Let's just kind of play it by ear, maybe.
Sure.
Vishnapal, have you seen a young girl named Julia and a young man named Clancy, by chance?
Do not recall seeing anyone of that name here.
Clinical. I like him now. All right. Well, goodbye.
What does
Perhaps-
Leaf think? Leaf? Where's Leaf?
What?
Ah,
You notice
that-
that you
is that-
notice. Oh, go ahead.
is that the owner of the boots that are sticking out from behind that bush?
When he says that, I immediately run over because like plants are killing people here. So I run like sword out and everything to make sure Leaf's okay.
Leaf is lying on the ground with a plucked flower in his hand next to his face.
Oh, I will, if I see that, I will walk up and I will produce flame, and the flame appears from underneath my hand. I'll flip it over real quick, and then I'll put it down on the flower and burn it away, and say, that was very unwise. You will be asleep for some time.
That was very unwise to produce flame near one of our friends while they were unconscious.
You do not want to inhale the pollen, or it will get into the most systems and will cause
I
sleep.
will stop you right there, though, just because flame doesn't work in the garden.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I forgot to remind
That's
you. About that.
right.
So I didn't want to
I
freak
apologize.
everyone out.
Okay.
Like I saw everyone's eyes going, "What? It's
On
working?"
the inside, I was
flame
like-
does not work in this magical garden.
Right.
So
thank you. Thank you.
We
okay,
Okay, I will
prestidigitate.
just
Yeah,
simply take,
immediately I was like, kill him.
all
I
right.
will just take my yew wand and I'll place it on the flower and scoot it out of the way, and then step on it with my shoe and grind it into the dirt.
I shriek.
I cast Tensor's floating disc and just load Leaf onto it, and I'm like, sleep on the job again.
I mean, honestly, he's been yawning a lot. He could use the rest.
Would you like to ride on the disc as well? Snacks, more than enough room for you.
I am tempted, but I feel it is important to assess the newcomer. And I go over to Vishnupal and I circle around, like you can feel me like grabbing your calves and like, doing like the little like kind of doink on your knee to test your reflexes. I'm pretty much only reaching your knee. So I'm like, giving you like a once over. I'm like, all right, he seems of good stock, but now we must test his morals. Uppies?
Okay. I will reach down and pick her up and set her on my shoulder.
I will ride here.
Fine. And I just look at Grath. So, where to? We were warned not to kill anything in the garden, but that seems to be off the table now, so we should probably make haste to find these kids, or their inevitably dead bodies and tormented souls and depart.
You always
they
go
might
to
be alive.
tormented souls.
We've seen a lot of ghosts here.
I just-
All right. Let's make haste then. That's a good idea. Let's just go into this labyrinth, but please look, Donato, you need to be stealthy. Just a little bit quieter when we're going through this possibly death-ridden labyrinth. Okay, that
just-
goes for everybody.
Take the shield and clank it on my scale mail and say, "Aye, aye, Captain."
So stealthy, honestly.
Okay. Well, let's go
I-
then. Just
I take this little rope that's around my neck and I just kind of like hold it down in front of Vishnupal until he takes a hold of it. And then immediately I stand up on his shoulders and go, mush, mush.
Oh, seems like Vishnupal has been accepted by our snacks, so I think he's trustworthy, y'all.
Accepted,
Maybe I have to see
press
how fast
ganged.
he is.
It's very undignified.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. Mush, please.
I see. All right, I'll play along. For now.
Okay, so
Thank you, Vishnu.
do you guys, as far as you can tell, Leaf is just asleep, but if you'd like to examine him on the disc there, how long does Tensor's disc last?
A while. Let's see. An hour.
An hour. Okay.
I'd like to do a medicine check on Leaf as we like take off and get going.
As far as you can tell, he is. Or could you make a medicine check for me?
Yeah. Whew, need these dice to wake up. 11.
11. I mean, he's asleep. It seems like he's okay. All his vitals.
I will also assist my darling here, which I got a big old 15.
Ooh, can I as well? I'd like to kneel and assess.
Sure.
All right.
What'd you get?
It is still rolling on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond. Oh, okay, so I got a 19.
Oh,
Graf, you think
Plus
that there could be some obviously some magical means of why he's asleep?
It must be that flower, that pollen. I didn't take Leaf for a pollen sniffer, but I guess he got it. He's out, y'all.
I am definitely calling him that when he wakes up.
I just call people pollen sniffers.
Leaf pollen sniffer.
I mean, no judgment. I mean, it helps so many people sometimes, but this time it just knocked him out, it seems.
Yes, I will mock him endlessly when he wakes up, but Vishnupal, everything the local people told us about this garden was a lie.
That wasn't true. Fire doesn't work. It sucks here. Both those things. That's all I remember.
Something
No,
water.
but they told us it didn't suck here.
Hmm.
The fire thing, perhaps that was accurate. But Vishnupal, how did you come to be here?
That's interesting. I feel like I was here seeking something. However, the bark burr slew me, and I awoke as you see me now.
When after talking to him for a few minutes, even just with your passive perception, the one thing that you notice about Vishnupal is that his hands are backwards. He appears to be a human. He appears to be a human, 100%. But his hands are literally turned the other way.
I would like very much to make some sort of check about that.
You could make a survival check. Yeah,
What about like history to recognize what that might be?
yeah, probably history. Yeah, Grath, you as well.
Yeah, I'd like to make a history check on those hands.
Dirty 20. Did I get it?
You
Still wrong.
recall that there are certain monsters whose hands are reversed like that.
Well, let's have a conversation really quick before we keep going. First, Vishnupal,
Yeah,
are you a Rakshasa?
I am currently a human.
Oh, that's not what I asked. And I'm not, notice, I'm not attacking you. I would just like to know, because I don't like lies.
That's another lie
When I
we were
don't make
told.
them.
There's nothing evil in the garden.
Oh, see, all right. Making a stronger case there.
Maybe from their
from
perspective.
standing on your shoulders, I lean down so my face is kind of in front of your face, but upside down, and I go,
Oh, I see your hands there. Did you pop them off and reverse it? Was it worth it?
Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Baby, I was born this way.
The Gaga retort.
Well,
This is how I have always been, but I am not now a Rakshasa.
Oh,
you were reduced from a Rakshasa to a human. Oh, sympathies, man. Sympathies.
Explains the eyes. Well, if you
I am
get any.
hopeful that we can cooperate together, and perhaps we can all find our own ways out of this rather dull and torturous garden.
Is that what you want?
Now he's making sense.
Is that what you want? You want to get out? Is that like, I don't know, your goal?
Yes, of course. I want to get out and return and regain my own essence and who I am.
So
We'll
you know that
assist
you're
you.
a Rakshasa. I'm just trying to get clear here. You know that you used to be a tiger person from hell, yes?
We all have past.
We will assist you on one condition. When you regain your strength, you will owe us a favor.
Ooh, yes.
I agree.
Shake on it backwards.
Yeah, I definitely very much reach out, shake his hand. I even like try and turn my hand over to like, yeah, right.
We'll do it the same hand instead of
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Same hand. Oh, it works. It works that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Damn.
I'm
Oh,
just
I suppose
saying,
so. Huh? Yeah.
if you find a doctor to like, flip those back and you need someone to cut them off, I got you. I'll do it free, mostly free.
She
Indeed.
likes you.
You hear your axe from out of its sheath go, I'll do it right now.
I know. Wait, bide their time. Build trust first.
What is your axe's name?
Hacker.
Not now, Hank. There'll be another time.
Oh, that sounded like a promise. I think we get to do it later.
regardless, we need to, in order to get out, I think we need to go in to this labyrinth. So,
Oh, yeah.
are we ready?
Sure.
Okay. Enough time dilly-dallying. Let's go.
Well, the labyrinth is a bit away, so you still have the lake dead set in front of you to either go around or you recall that there was still a structure in the middle of the lake that actually is what Thanato was yelling at, and what you think is a labyrinth is beyond that.
You know, I'd like to investigate and check for a boat anywhere near any of the shores.
Me too. I have a little description for you, actually. The gravel, so if you walk up close to the lake, the gravel bottom of the lake slopes gently away from the shore and appears through the crystal clear water to level off at a depth of about 8 feet. Brightly colored fish are swimming about, water lilies float on the surface, frogs splash among the reeds, and brilliant dragonflies hover above the water. In the middle of the lake can be seen a small building, a single-story summer house, rising above the surface of the lake. It is apparently constructed of white stone with a curved white roof and a veranda all around, about 10 feet above the water. Below the veranda, there appears to be some kind of landing stage. A small jetty juts into the lake from the shore, and a small boat bobs on the water next to it.
Well, I think we'd save a lot of time, everybody, if we just go straight through. Maybe stop by that island. There's a boat right there.
So
How do y'all feel?
Trap to you?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, this whole place feels like a trap, but
Definitely.
Hey, Vishnupal, how well are you with boats?
I have no special ability with boats, but I know how they operate.
Is it easier to row because your hands are on funny? Let's find out. You're rowing, and I go and sit at the edge of the boat and wait.
I go to the bow, just kind of stand in there,
Yeah, is
hand on the bow.
Is the boat big enough to get everybody in, especially with Leaf on the disc?
Just big enough, and it has a punt pole sort of next to it, just a single pole sticking out.
Must be a
Since
shallow
it's only
lake.
8 feet deep, that seems to be how people are using it.
I seem to recall you saying before that the fish seemed transfixed. The fish weren't swimming when we looked at them before. Was that something that you said?
No, the fish were always swimming. What it was is when you were outside of the garden and looked through the garden, the birds appeared to be frozen in midair.
Right.
There was also weird fish at a river when we were crossing a bridge.
Yeah, there was
Right.
something weird with the fish before.
Well, they're extremely colorful, almost as if they were placed there like an aquarium or what it was the river. Each of you looked at the river and it appeared to be flowing in a different direction.
Right.
Um,
But that's not a thing here, though.
That's not a thing here because the river is what leads into the lake. So the lake just seems to be a lake.
Mm. Well, just don't touch the water. Snacks, make sure. And Grath just kind of looks at Snacks. Let's not drink or touch the water, but let's get across of it.
No, I
Wait.
prefer dust baths. I'm actually not that keen on liquids.
When we get on the boat, I lower the Tinser's disc and I just like stand over it with my shield and the hilt of the sword in my hand. I'm like, this is going to go terribly. And if Leaf is going to die, it won't be like this.
That's
Thank
so
you.
sweet. I'm going to tell him you said that.
Right.
Okay.
Let's set off.
I will grumble about the hazing and by the many heads of Ravana, how I've never been so insulted, but I'll grab the punt pole and begin.
You just
should-
met us. Don't worry. We'll be at high school.
It gets much worse.
Can you make me a simple strength check?
Yes.
I'll give him
Actually,
guidance.
technically athletics.
Oh, athletics?
Yeah.
I give him a little pat on the backwards hand and go, you've got this. You can have guidance.
Okay. I rolled a 14, 15 with the guidance.
Oh, okay, great. So you feel like you can get towards the structure, but it's still about 500 feet away. So as you're pushing towards the structure, the rest of you start to see a disturbance in the water behind you.
From where we came or where we're headed?
No, you've probably gone about 200 feet in, about 300 more feet to go. Behind you, you notice there's something is happening in the water.
Karina, it looks like you were right again.
I start hyperventilating.
Splashes.
Karina's gone full like Regency era girl with like the parasol umbrella out, just posted up on a boat. This is honestly my best life.
Grath whips out an arrow and just kind of knocks it. Vishnapal, can you please punt faster if possible?
I will look back there, and if I see it, I will redouble my efforts.
I take my my goggles and I place it over my eyes.
Looking back there, you actually see what appears to be two of the largest otters that you've ever seen in your life.
Are they holding hands? Are they holding hands?
Are they holding
What
hands?
do I need to roll to know if they're holding hands?
They are not holding hands.
What do I
we
need
have
to roll to make them hold
hold
I was
hands?
about to say, are any of their hands on
If
backwards?
you
Are
roll
they Rakasha
a
otters?
natural 20 right now, I'll let them hold hands.
I
Are there-
will
Okay, on
insist
what? What do
whatever
you
roll
want?
has to be. You
A
roll it. Roll
D20,
it.
just roll me
Just
a
roll a
D20.
20? Yeah, we're
Right.
doing it.
Go.
Come on.
Rakashaters? Rakasters?
Rock shotter.
Oh, wouldn't it have been
Rock
good if
shot.
I did 16?
Mm-hmm.
They're not holding hands because they're both swimming. They're
They
swimming
hold
sort of.
hands while they swim.
No,
They're
they hold
swimming
hands to not
towards
float away.
you. Grath, what would you like to say?
You know, I'd like to. I have like some dried food in my pack, and I just want to have that out now that I can see that they're otters instead of my arrow, and just kind of waiting to see if they get any closer. And then if so, maybe I'd like to maybe do some animal handling, because animals are my specialty.
I
Um,
also would like to feed them.
They get very close to the boat and they start splashing it.
Hi,
Oh.
puppies.
I give some food to Snacks. Okay, let's just hold on to it for now. Let's
Do-
just, if they get angry.
Do I know
we'll-
anything about the water of this lake? Observation?
You haven't noticed anything interesting about the lake. It seems to be pretty normal to you, other than, from living in the garden as long as you have, and what you have noticed is, everything here appears to be placed here. Nothing is natural here necessarily. At least nothing is natively natural.
Can I shout, please hold hands? In Druidic.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Give me a persuasion check.
Yay. Can it be animal handling, please?
Okay. Sure. Yeah, that
Thank
makes more
you.
sense anyway.
21?
They totally hold hands.
I love them. I'm never
All
leaving
right.
this
They get on their
place.
backs.
D&D,
And
everyone.
they hold hands and they're splashing water at you with their feet.
They look
I
friendly
am
enough.
screaming with joy.
Everything here is terrible. I'm deeply suspicious.
I live here now.
I turned to Karina.
Did you know that their fur contains between 600,000 and 1 million hair follicles per square inch, making the sea otters to have the thickest fur out of any animal? Snacks facts.
Thank you, Snacks. I actually didn't know that one.
That's amazing.
We're going
I
to
love
die
that.
here, but we will die better informed.
I'm going to. I just want everyone to know that I am resisting every urge in my body to jump in the water. And I just want you all to know that.
It's not
I
going
love
well.
these otters. I love everything they're doing.
You've now made it to the building in the middle.
Can they come with us?
Well, they're kind of swimming around, just sort of
Come on,
watching
please.
you.
Come with us.
I try to use my my druid powers, which, since we have so many new viewers, Snacks is a kobold barbarian, but for the past 2-3 episodes, everyone has been helping convince me that I'm a druid. And
We're affirming the lie you've told
Yeah.
yourself.
yeah, well, this is very good parenting. So I think I'm a druid, in case, because every time I do something, they're like, what? So I try to use my druid powers to move the water to like help them swim and splash. I'm like,
I just druid craft behind you, kind of out of your view, like blah, blah, blah.
I think just my innate natural druid ability that's really coming up is bringing all of these animals closer. I think they're attracted to me. I'm flattered, but not ready, but I think they're attracted to me.
Yeah, you 100% are convinced that whatever you're doing is helping them swim better and making them happier. Your
I
incredible druid powers.
Wonderful work, Snacks.
very much get the disc going and get Leaf off the boat and towards this structure because something terrible is about to happen with those otters because everything here is terrible.
I get off the
Um,
boat too.
All right.
Don't
And
get
pull
off
make
the
sure
boat.
make sure the boat gets up on the ground too, so it doesn't float around without us.
Yeah, stalk it.
Well, the island, the structure is basically the island, so you would need to sort of attach it to something. That's pretty easy to do, though. So
Yep,
Yeah, Grath whips
that.
out a rope and just kind of does her wilderness knots to keep it, on a stick, branch.
yeah, there's
some
metal
sort of-
rings. There's a metal ring actually to tie it up. So
Oh,
clearly,
perfect.
like that's something that people have planned for.
Okay.
Now that you're close enough to the building, I'm going to tell you what the building looks like. It's made of white marble with white translucent roof. The railings and other fittings are of gilded metal. The two round ends of the building have arched glazed windows. The straight sides have large open archways, allowing an easy flow of air through the building. The veranda and the floor level of the building are about 10 feet above the lake surface. Below the veranda and extending all around the building, there's a landing platform about 2 feet above the water, and that's where the metal rings are. and there's metal steps that lead from it, that lead from that landing up to the balcony area.
How high is this translucent roof?
The translucent roof is about, it's probably like 20 feet above where the metal steps lead to that balcony area.
Okay.
So imagine sort of a long oval shaped structure and then a half dome,
Mhm.
almost like shaped like a a pill, like it's
Mhm.
pill shaped, and then there's a dome that's also pill shaped over the whole thing that's translucent. I mean, it looks really cool, and it looks really well crafted and very some artisans built this thing.
I point to the roof and look around at everyone else like, that's a pretty good window up there. Almost like we could have a tiny little person up there looking in if somebody wanted to throw me.
Oh, you're right, Snacks. And Grath takes the vanguard, and I'd like to just investigate. Like, I'll walk in and investigate this structure.
Okay.
Do I roll for investigation or?
Well, when you walk in, the floor, walls, and ceiling of this room are of plain white stone. And in the center of the room is a long white table with 4 padded chairs arranged around it. On the table is a silver tray bearing a crystal decanter and 4 crystal glasses.
Fancy. I guess I'll go to the table and just kind of take a closer look at these items or anything else in here.
Okay. Yeah. Would you like to are you going to investigate the room at this point, like you were saying?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Make me a check, please.
All right.
I had to Google that. I realized I did not know what a veranda was, and I was picturing something completely
Attack
different.
it.
No.
We'll attack it with the gazebo.
Yes,
Oh, no.
absolutely.
You're like, oh, I
I'm
see.
dual wielding
I
my
see
pergola.
people.
Let's go.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. Okay.
Darn. Well, pretty table.
Yeah, it's a pretty table, and
Yeah,
those are some
that's
pretty
nice.
glasses, and the room looks pretty normal to you.
Grath
Was
is a
there-
little more preoccupied with the otters. She's looking back to see if the otters are like trying anything, and she's not really. Yeah.
I'd like to hit while they're investigating a ritual detect magic.
Smart.
Once again, when you make it any sort of detect magic in this garden, not only does everything appear magic to you, you're reading all 8 schools.
But it's still just ambient everywhere. Nothing in here pops more or less.
No, nothing pops more or less here.
So there's the glasses in the decanter. Is there anything in the decanter?
No, it appears to be long since empty or evaporated, whatever was in it.
I would like to pick up the decanter and attempt to pour in a glass and see if something starts pouring anyway, even though it looks empty.
Okay. You do that, and nothing appears to happen.
I want to shout out to the otters because they understood me the first time. Hey, are you sentient? Do you know what's in here? What's going on? You're very cute, by the way.
As a druid, I can talk to them. Do you want me to talk to them?
Okay.
What? Tell me.
This time. Thank you.
Just with druidcraft, I don't. That's different than speak with animals, though, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm not using speak with animals.
Okay.
I'm just using druidic.
Yeah, they're not responding at this point.
Okay.
I
But do you
roll-
understand me?
I roll my eyes and walk over and lean down towards the otters and go,
Excuse my friend. She does not realize that I am a druid and I can speak directly to the otters. So,
But the otters aren't there.
oh, I thought she was talking to the otters.
Well, she was talking in the direction of the otters, but they've long sort of swum off. They're not really with you at this point. Once you went into the building, which is open, like you can look out and see all of the lake from the building. And you see that the otters are swimming maybe far away, maybe 200 or 300 feet
I
away.
feel like as I was walking up, like, excuse me, stars, and they just like swam away, like, all right, later. They're busy.
Well, what's up with this room? What do y'all think it was used for?
Hanging out.
Okay.
She said 4 glasses. As far as we know, the wizard built this garden for him and his one love. There shouldn't be 4 places.
Right. By the way, I want to make a quick note. I just got a note. We just hit 5,000 followers. So
Woo! Thank
Hey,
you.
Live.
Thank you,
thank
thank
you.
you.
thank you so
you.
much.
That's amazing.
We're here every Saturday, and then on Tuesday night we have a show called
Whose monster is it anyway?
yeah, and
Oh,
we
God,
might
so
have more things after that. So just so stay tuned. Thanks for following, and don't forget to contribute to those fate points because my players are going to need them soon. I promise.
I don't appreciate
I
it.
rolled to
I'm kidding.
disbelieve.
Yeah. Maybe I'm kidding.
All right. So is there anything beyond the fancy gazebo and the empty glasses and the empty chairs? Like,
No,
is
but
there
you know
anything
what?
else around here?
What's interesting is what you noticed, though. What seems odd to you is there. Anyone would, and Thanato especially notes as you were walking up those steps. There's a space between where the water is and the balcony that you're on. There's got to be something below you.
I just heave loudly and annoyingly and just walk towards that, like, and walk towards that.
Well, what I mean is that it's got to be below you. So there's got to, in your opinion, there's got to be a way to get there. You just don't know how.
Are there any conspicuous rugs or anything that might cover up a trapdoor?
Well, as of right now, Grath is the only person that investigated this room, and she got a 4.
No, I got a 3.
No, I'll take it.
It was worse.
I'll go and also investigate.
I would also like to look around.
That's
Sniff around.
I got
Pause on it.
19 again.
I also got a 19.
Great. In the northeast corner of the pill-shaped large room, you now notice that there's like a slight discolorization in the floor.
Oh no, someone had an accident there.
But it's in a perfect square.
Thanato, you see that? Yes.
Yes.
You and me. Rock, paper,
Oh,
scissors.
no, I'll do it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, unless you'd like to. I just don't want anything awful to happen to you.
Oh, thank you. I also don't want anything bad to happen to you.
I'll do
So
it,
how about
I'll
I
do
do it? And if I'm about to die or something, you can move me.
Okay, fine.
I
You
got
do
it.
it, and I'll be
got it,
ready.
I've got it.
Yes.
All right. Can I go and like investigate and see
right.
how to like get this like discolored piece loose?
Yep, and me right
yeah.
behind her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. What do I do? Do I just do it?
Go ahead. Let's make me a sleight of hand check.
I would like to help.
Yeah, thanks.
You
All right.
could always point it out to, say, the person in your party that has the best sleight of hand and see if they can now see it.
No, we're adults. We'll solve our own problems. Thanks.
Okay.
I want to try to do a thing every now and then. I got a 12. I'm gonna. I broke a nail. Fuck it. Grass.
Oh, that was the one thing I didn't want to happen.
Wait, y'all notice something? What'd you find? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna
that.
try to investigate this. What
No,
is this?
It's right there. Do you just have to move it?
okay.
I'm like using my claws to like etch around it, but I rolled badly, so I'm not doing anything.
Let me. Grath attempts to move this thing as well. Then.
Okay.
What did I have to roll again?
Sleight of hand, please.
Sleight hand. All right. Let's.
There's
my
my
d20.
nightmare.
All right, baby. Please don't.
If this doesn't work, I'm using
Ooh.
sleight of tooth.
Wow. Okay. Well, I got 15.
Okay.
With a 15, you hear a little click and a little trap door pops up.
Oh,
And you
Graf, you're so
see-
good at this. This is like the time with the box. You're so good at this.
And you see a ladder
I hate being
going
good at
down.
this. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go first. I have dark vision. Let's do this.
Can we look first before we just dive in?
Well, Snacks, very good observation. I was not expecting that from you. Yes, let's look in. Snacks, would you like to help me look into this darkness or
That would be great. Just take me by the ankles, dip me in.
okay. Graph gingerly
gonna
grabs Snacks by the
dip her down?
ankles and
I'm gonna
dips her in.
Great.
I'm gonna pack Snacks on the head and cast guidance as she goes.
So
Oh,
Snacks,
I
this is what you
don't-
say, actually.
Remember, I have eagle eye. I can.
You got eagle
yeah,
eye.
good.
Yes.
Still,
And you also have,
noticing
you
is
also
a
have dark
thing.
vision, correct?
Yes.
So all of you notice as soon as the trapdoor opens, you notice a humidity sort of wafting out, and an animal smell that fills the air, but it's not unpleasant. And Snacks, when you look down, you see the ceiling is low; it's about 6 feet high. The floor in the southern portion of the chamber is covered with a large pile of straw and other vegetation.
Okay, I tell them that, but when I explain it, I say that the ceiling is really high. There's so much room in there because I'm very short and perception is a thing. 6 feet is pretty tall for me. But yeah, I have my tail completely wrapped around Grath's arm as she's like dipping me down.
There's some hay and a tallish ceiling. I don't know. It's really humid. It's like you dipped me into someone's mouth.
Okay. What did you see anything else? Hey, and is a cavern in there or
The animal.
Let me look harder.
yeah, smells like there's something.
Do I see anything else?
You don't see anything moving, as far as you can tell.
Uncomfortable.
Would you like me to start yelling again?
No, Thanato, please, no.
It worked last time.
Not every time.
A little clawed hand comes back up and like I go like this, like, give me a rock or a stick or something. Let me
Mm.
throw something.
Here I'll and
I
I
will,
grab into my pocket to try and grab like a rock.
Let me
But I
go.
grab the bait, I grab the food and instead on accident and I hand it to Snacks.
Okay. Oh, Vishnupal, what were you gonna
Sorry,
say?
Vishnupal.
I hand her a magic stone.
Oh,
Ooh.
maybe take that instead.
Does it look different? Do I know it's magic or do I?
It just looks like a stone. I just say, throw it over there if you'd like.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So upside down, I'm like, and I yeet it.
Towards the pile.
Yeah, I'm going to try to throw it at the hay.
Okay, when you throw it at the hay, make me an athletics check, please. See if
You
hit
can
the
use
hay.
guidance for the athletics check. It lasts for a minute.
So it's
Okay.
a magic stone. She should get her proficiency plus my spell attack of 6 to hit a target.
Okay, great.
Well, I rolled a 13. Proficiency is +3. That's 16. Then whatever guidance does, I think.
So you roll a d4.
Is
Yeah.
that a 13 with your athletics bonus also, or a 13 on the die?
13 on the die.
Yeah. Then
Oh
you
yeah,
get a
no,
lot of
with
things to
the
add.
athletics bonus and then
Okay.
a 1, so 13, 16, 17.
You definitely hit it in the middle of the pile, and you hear a little yelp.
It should do 1d6 damage plus 6.
Okay.
D6 damage +6. That is a 1, so 7.
Okay, so here is what happens. You hear a little yelp, and then you notice that you're still dangled down there, right, Snacks?
Yeah.
So 4 smaller giant otters come racing out of that pile, one of which you did 7 points of damage to.
I'm a monster.
So they're racing towards you. And everyone roll for initiative, please.
No.
Sorry.
What was that?
I object to having to do battle with the river wolves.
No. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh no.
But it's a
Okay,
-1.
I
So
I mean, you
Really
don't
quick.
have to battle them if you don't want to.
Really quick,
I-
if we can, while I'm being dangled and these otters are coming at us because I hit them, I would like to frantically start moving and be like, wait, I'm sorry. Okay, 3 at a time. Okay, I would like to talk to you guys directly and let you know that I didn't mean to do that. And I would like to cast Speak with Animals, which I actually do have, and speak with the otters.
Okay.
Excuse me, I am so sorry. I did not mean to hit you. I didn't know that you were there.
All right, I'm just trying to. They stop for a second and just sort of like are confused,
I'm
and
so
you have a moment to. You could tell me what you want to do at this point. You have a moment.
I would like to explain. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were in the hay. I was just seeing if someone is down there. I would never try to attack otters. I love you. I'm so sorry.
So
Okay,
just
they're-
cast Ice Storm now on them. Right? Oh no.
What? Oh yeah, yeah. They're not moving now. They're so confused that you spoke their language. But you also hear some water movement behind you as well from where the boat was. So if any of you are looking,
19
you would
for
notice
me.
that
Are we not in initiative?
I was
Well, I don't
like-
know what's happening anymore.
Yeah.
I wanted to hand Grath while she like hears Snacks trying to communicate with these otters. Grath, remember, she still has some of that like scrap food that she
Mhm.
was going to originally throw, and hands it to Snacks. Snacks.
Oh, yeah,
food, maybe
I'm
food.
taking it and I'm sprinkling it and apologizing profusely, and everyone is really surprised at my sudden bilingual otter chit chat and be like, oh,
Right. I mean, you only have
Actually, I'm not surprised
Yeah.
at all that she can speak otter. I don't
yeah,
know.
we're in initiative. So
Okay, all right.
So Thanato was at 19.
I
I'm
tried.
also at
17.
19.
I was also at 19.
Wow. Okay, we got 3 19s. Grath and Snacks.
17.
Where were you guys?
Phew. With that advantage, I have 7.
Okay.
No. I got 17.
17. Okay, great. So Thanato, you're still up on the veranda area, and you definitely notice that the 2 otters that you saw earlier are now swimming back with speed towards the area where you're in now. Oh, you're muted.
Am I aware of the presence of the baby otters?
No, you just you this is all happening in 6 seconds. So you heard Snacks
But I heard.
yelling out
Is
in
it
some
is it
foreign
is it
otter
fair to
language.
is it fair to assume I heard a yelp and then I heard Snack speaking otter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. And the 2 otters are coming. Cool. I just yelled down into the hole, "Let the cubs out." And I move over out of the way of the doorway, but I pull out my shield and I turn on the sword, and I would like to hold my action because Tensor's floating disc actually does not require concentration. I'm only going to attack this thing if it attacks me, but I very much get out of the way of like them trying to get into the hole where the babies are. But like, mount up.
Okay. Vishnapal.
Seeing Thanato take a defensive position, I will go ahead and get behind him about 20, 30 feet and take out one of these other additional magic stones and just wait and see what these otters do.
Okay. Karina?
I want to go in. I want to follow Snacks down into. Are you like standing in the hole, or are you just
I'm
still being dangled?
I'm like literally being held upside down in the hole.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm holding her.
Okay. Then I want to stick my head down and looking down into the hole. Does it look like? Is there access to the rest of the like lake from down here within this little like secret space?
You don't see that as of.
Do you have dark vision?
I don't.
Yeah, you're.
You
Is
don't
there
see
no
that.
light down here? And I use as a bonus action, I cast Starry Form. I can see down here now.
Okay, great. You see that from that room that there's stairs going down into water.
Okay. Then I'm gonna push all the way into the hole and like actually get down there. So one of the baby otters was hurt, yes?
Yeah.
I want to go over and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And just pick it up and cast Cure Wounds and hold it.
Well, these are baby giant otters, so
Yup.
like it's still about like 6 feet long,
Yeah,
baby.
I do my best.
So you couldn't really pick it up necessarily, but their action is also being held because of what Snack said to them. So you could conceivably cast heal on it, but you couldn't pick it up.
Okay. I do 8 points of healing.
Okay,
to
great.
Whichever one I hurt or whichever one's hurting. But I am hugging it because I said what I said and I attempted to pick it up. Hi,
Okay.
buddy.
Grath, what do you do?
I call after Karina, just be careful, please. Please be careful. And I just pull Snacks back out and like retreat back to where Vishnupal and Thanado are and just kind of stand back, just readying myself to see what happens next. Any leftover foods or like little snacks, I throw them at the entrance of the hole too, just like throw it there and just stand by.
Okay. Snacks.
I can't believe you made me a monster. I'm just going to leap. I'm gonna leap right back down into the hole with Karina, who's also down there. And I am just constantly, speaking Otter and just apologizing profusely and also being like,
Are those your parents? Do you need to get out? Are we in your home? Are we in your space? What do you need to feel comfortable?
All right.
I can talk with them. I can understand them if they want to.
So they would say, they say in Otter back to you, you need to leave now.
Do they say that like threateningly or like a warning?
Like a warning, like what an animal, they're freaked out. You're in their habitat. Even though they're giant otters, they're still otters. So they're freaked out and they just want you to leave.
Okay. All right. I am so sorry. We should have knocked before we came in. We did not realize that we were in your space and we will leave.
And I'm saying that and I turn and tell Karina, like,
They want us to go.
That makes sense. Okay.
At this point, Thanato, because you're still on the deck, you actually notice that the otters, the two adult otters, rather than jump up to where you are, you actually see them go under the water at this point.
I think they're coming in from the ground level.
That also makes sense.
I still stay out of the way of this staircase, though, in case they gotta come back up this way. I'm also keeping an eye out for if these otters stir up anything else. Like any other creatures are coming this way or any other things are happening because
Gotcha.
they're here. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. As far as you can tell, nothing else is coming.
if I have any more action or movement, hearing the whole thing happening, I'm going to like literally start pushing on Karina's knees and being like, we should go.
On
They
our
really
turn,
want
on our
us."
turn. We don't have
Yeah.
time.
Actually, and then so we're the otters have gone underneath, but they're not yet in that room. And so Thanato, it's your turn again. We're back at the top of the round.
Same thing. If but there's no sign of water. Well, I guess I haven't seen if there's any sign of water down there.
Right, you don't know what's down
There's just a hole.
from where you are, there's a hole, but you also know that you're standing in a very small island that's surrounded by water. So conceivably, there would be maybe another way to get into that room from the water.
Guess who doesn't have to breathe? This guy. So I just look and I just say, I guess I'm going in then. And I jump in the water.
Yep. You jump in the
follow the giant otters from the outside. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanato. Why?
All right. Thanato jumps in the water, and what you see when you jump in the water is, lo and behold, there was a hole in the bottom where you see the two giant otters swim in. So as you're falling into the water of the lake, you just catch the second giant otter go into this hole in the bottom of the structure and swim in.
I wait a beat and then I come in and I swim after them. Like I let them get some distance, but I follow after them.
All right, you got half the party that's trying to defuse the situation, and you've got something.
I didn't do anything violent yet. I got plenty of things I can reach them with from right here. No,
all right, yeah. They don't know that though. They're otters. But
Yep. Nope. Follow.
All right. So you're going to swim towards the hole.
Yep.
Okay. Vishnupal, it's your turn. Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
I'm not sure what to make of all this. I saw Thanato jump in the water, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just gonna walk over to the edge of the water and look down and see what I can see and just react. Just be ready to react.
Okay. So Karina, you're still in the room with the baby otters, and you could go back up the ladder. You're right next to the ladder and right next to Snacks, and you don't. All you see are the 4 baby otters. You don't see the adults yet.
You're so cute.
All right, or like before I like use my movement to like get up and leave, is there anything else? I just want to like investigate this space and see kind of what's going on. Like this looks humanoid hewn. Like what's going on with these otters?
100% is humanoid hewn. Make me an investigation check.
Cool. Nice. 22.
In the moment that you realize that this was definitely human hewn or humanoid hewn, and that these otters have taken it over.
Oh.
You know, maybe it was a long not used space that they've now made. You're in the middle of an otter nest, a giant otter nest.
This is honestly the cutest thing we've ever seen. Snacks, would you like me to give you a boost up and out?
Yeah. I've done enough damage.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I undid it. It's totally fine.
Thank you.
And the altars say they're okay. Yes.
I mean, I have to wait a second before I can talk to them again, but they seem kind of freaked out.
Fair enough.
They kind of want us to go.
Okay. Well, uppies.
Uppies.
Cool. Then I grab Snacks and head up the ladder.
Okay, great. Graph.
As she's going up the ladder, I'm like, we're so sorry.
Just backing away now.
Grath just kind of is exasperated that everyone just separated and started doing their own thing. So she just kind of goes to the entrance and helps Snacks and Karina out of the entrance and then stays out. What? Just what did you tell them? Snacks, what did you see down there?
There's baby otters that are so big and they're so cute, and I hit the one right with the magic rock, and they were really mad. And then Karina went down and rubbed their bellies and made them feel good. And where is Thanato?
Is he in the water?
Yes.
Is he attacking the bait?
Oh God, I hope he's not attacking. But he did go into the water. There must be, it's a holt. There must be other holes where these otters are getting into that little cavern or whatever. So I'm sure he's down there in the water somewhere.
If he kills those otters, he better make me a nice blanket.
I didn't like the way that ended. Don't kill the otters.
Thickest fur out of any animal. 600,000 to 1 million hair follicles per square. Gaxx Pack.
I hope he doesn't fight them.
I
I'll
just-
give him a piece of my mind.
My
Is that
favorite
like
part
right
of
now?
all of this is Faranda's aware, or Snacks is aware of that quality of otter fur and not what a veranda is, and that is just mwah. Mwah.
It me.
I love you to the end of time.
But first, violence.
But first,
But first
First
violence.
violence.
Always violence.
Well,
I don't want to hurt the river wolves. I'm just willing to hurt the river wolves. That's all.
my own river wolf is trying to get in here.
There it is. It's inside the house. Run, JC.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
but
hole
it's
comes
coming.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah, my own river wolf is.
I have a dog that knows how to open doors, and she's trying to.
It's wild.
I can hear her.
My cats can open doors. Yeah, it's like Jurassic Park. But I
Yeah.
digress. Yeah, that's so. I don't know. What's going on? I know we're quasi an initiative now. So
No, you're definitely an initiative because it's the monster's turn, and you swam into the hole after them.
I gave him a head start. But yes.
And we're not calling them monsters.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. That's what it says
They're-
on my
they're
initiative. When I do
beasts.
my initiative tracker, I say
Beasts.
monsters.
Mhm.
Probably shouldn't.
Buddies.
The otters. I'm sorry. The giant otters are going to attack Thanato because, and I was not trying to make you guys otter killers here, but.
You literally put otters in front of us that are killers. So I mean,
I mean,
But
to be
okay.
fair, we diffused the situation.
to be
did,
fair,
uh,
you started
but-
this situation. I was supporting you. That's all right. I'm good. Come on, let's do it, otters.
All right, let's see. One of the otters is taking a swing at you. So you're now in a little chamber right below. It's actually not that little. It's a submerged chamber underneath the chamber that has the nest in it,
Mhm.
which is then above that. That is where the rest of your party is.
Okay.
So there's 3 chambers. One
Take it.
fully submerged that you're now in with
Mhm.
the otters,
Mm-hmm.
and then one above that and one above that. Okay, so
So the otters stopped, like heading towards the nest in order to turn and fight Thanato.
right. So
Okay.
the otters turned around. So you're right below the nest under the water, but they see Thanato and view him as a threat.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's accurate.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean-
that's right on the otters.
A reasonable assessment.
The first one misses, and the second one gets a 19.
I'll put my shield up. I don't need any blood in this water.
Okay. And by the way, what you mean by that is that means you're casting shield.
I mean, I'm casting shield. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
That was a huge confusion to us 2 weeks ago. And I was like, wow, I gave him a really powerful, like, I'll use my shield when I want to shield. This is crazy.
No, I
No.
have a shield.
You're casting-
that is
you're-
magic, and
Right.
also I am casting shield.
And that's what you're doing now with your
Yes.
reaction. Got it. Okay, cool. It all makes sense now. So you
Mhm.
cast shield to avoid getting hit by the otters,
Mhm.
giant otters.
Mhm.
Okay, and we're back now to top of the round, so it is your turn.
So up, can I see the hole where the babies are? Like, what can I?
Yes, you can see you can see that there's a hole above this chamber.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's stairs. Excuse me. So it's
Mhm.
stairs leading up. So you're in a fully submerged chamber with actually a pretty large staircase that leads up, but halfway up there's no more water. So the chamber you're in is almost completely submerged, but
Mhm.
then there's water atop of it because the chamber's 10 feet tall and the water is only 8 feet deep.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there's stairways leading up, and you can only deduce by anyone that's been to the outside and been to the top that those stairways lead up to yet another chamber, probably where the otter's nest is.
But as far as I can tell, there's nothing between the otters and the babies, right?
Right.
I mean,
they
there's
could make
yeah,
it.
okay.
They could make it there.
Right. Cool. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation
Okay.
to make the water get cold.
Okay.
And I want to attempt Intimidation. Like, I'll even turn on the sword so like it glows underwater, and I'm just like, go.
Okay, great. Make me an intimidation check.
Okay. That is not terrible. Let's see. Although I'm not very intimidating. That's a 15.
You do have a fate point. The party does have a fate point.
No, the issue is because charisma is my dump stat. That makes me less intimidating. So, so 15 to spook them.
Okay.
Yep. Like, and I'm very much trying to not be between them and the stairs.
Right. And you were not. You were absolutely not between them and the stairs. They go shooting off up the stairs.
I'm just gonna camp out here. If I hear yelling and screaming coming from upstairs, then I'll head up.
Okay.
Yep. That's it for me.
Vishnupal.
All right, so I'm a little confused here. I think we got, otters to the left, otters to the right, otters everywhere, but we don't want to squish them.
But we don't want to fight.
Yeah, exactly. Otters to the left and right, but we don't want to fight. So, I like the. Could I hear Thanato trying to intimidate these creatures?
I
Or
was not
underwater.
attempting to be subtle about it. I'll leave it up to you whether or not they heard it, but I was not trying to be subtle.
Well, it was underwater, but yeah, I'll say yes.
All right, because I might swing down and just basically go to the trap door and drop down and attempt to intimidate them so that they run off and just cower in the corner. Just,
Well, okay, so you're at the top of what
Yeah.
you would have to do is, in order to get to where the adult otters are, you would actually need to jump into the lake and then go underneath. If you were to jump down into the trap door, you would know that you would be jumping back into the lair where the four
Where the
otter
babies are.
are, which I'm
okay.
pretty sure you don't want to do that.
No, which isn't helpful.
Right.
But being in the water with the otters is good. But all right, I'll go ahead and join Thanato. I'll at least try to join Thanato. I think I can hold my breath for a little while, so I'll jump in this one.
Okay. So when you jump into the water, you see, so Thanato, you swam into that first hole, though, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you see a very large hole that a humanoid or a giant otter could swim through. And
Seems very likely the place to go, seeing as he's not around anywhere else. So I'll swim to that.
right. So when you swim inside, you see Thanato by himself and don't see any otters.
Okay, I'll
Just a stairway going up.
swim up by him and keep swimming up to the stairs and kind of be like, because I gotta breathe.
Okay. Yeah, you can just swim up to the top. So once you get into that chamber, there's a little air pocket in the top, so you could
Right.
swim to the top and just breathe without getting too close to the stairs where the otters are.
Fantastic.
Karina, it's your turn.
Did Vishnupal just go into the water?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm asking the group.
I think he
I'm looking
just-
at the lady squad up here with some common sense. Like, what?
Yep, they. Yes. Yes.
The otter's natural enemy is bobcats, alligators, coyotes, raptors, and apparently us. Unfortunate snack facts.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
All right. I'm gonna go walk over to the edge of the water, stick my head in, and I am amphibious, so I can just yell into the water. Could you please come back? That's all.
Great.
Then just stick my head out of the water and walk back over, squeezing out. Oh, I don't have hair. Just put my hood back up.
Grath, it's your turn.
Otters to the left of me, otters to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with fools. Except for the girl squad. Sorry, sorry guys. I just kind of go over to the water since the otters are still in there, right? They're by the entrance.
The otter. You don't know where the otters are at this
Okay.
point.
At this point, I would like to combine thaumaturgy with my animal handling, and I want to replicate the sound of like a young otter's distress tail slap on the surface of the water. Is that possible? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Isn't there there's a check for animal handling though, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me that check.
All right, D&D Beyond, don't fail me. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh no!
Oh, come on. This
Damn
is
it.
wild. I really wanted it to work.
Oh, got 11. Great. So like, yeah, I did that. I just
Okay.
slap on there, but I guess
All
I was
right.
rusty. Got 11.
Okay.
You have to put your thing down, then flip it and reverse it.
Oh.
It's steering and a flipping net. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
We
on.
do have 2
That's
fate
how
points
it's
to
worth
be
it.
used. You feel like
Oh.
that did not work.
Can I use a
But
fate point?
I'd use a fate point.
the situation may already be diffused without you having to do that. So
Okay, never mind. I guess I just kind of floundered there and hopefully that worked. And then I just
Beth, why are you in the
At the
water
ready.
also? Why is everyone in? We could just not be in the water and it would be fine. Snacks has
is-
already talked to the otters.
It's your
What are we
turn.
doing?
All right. I just go to the edge of the water and I just start shrieking loudly in otter. Oh my God, we're so sorry. We're trying to tell them that we're not going to. The big guy, you see, and it's just like you can actually hear me stuttering in otter, just like we tried to. I actually didn't. And I guess I just like crouch down and just have like a panic attack, just like and that is my round.
Okay.
Snacks, are you okay? And I just try to comfort Snacks. Like, it's okay. We're gonna get through this.
Thanato and Vishnapal, nothing's happened. The two Thanato, the 2 otters went up the stairs. Vishnapal, you're sort of in the little air pocket breathing, and neither of you see anything happen. So
If I don't hear any violence, I just look at Vishnapal and I throw it reverse to swim back out of the hole and back up to the surface.
okay, great. So you swim out of the hole and go back up.
Yep.
Okay. Vishnapal, what would you like to do?
I mean, we're already down here. I feel like I should at least walk up the stairs and see what's going on.
Oh my God, the new guy.
Okay, so you walk up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll just walk up the stairs and kind of peer up.
Okay, when you walk up the stairs, as you do, you immediately, maybe 5 feet from you, you see 2 giant otters in front of 4 baby otters, and they're all looking like they could strike at you at any moment.
I'll just put up my hands in the universal sign of no harm, and I'll back off them.
Ba weep grana weep ninny bum.
All right. So you're now in the chamber below. Everyone's out of initiative. So Vishnapal, you could either swim out of the hole and go back around and up to the veranda area, and that's really your only choice, unless you want to go back up the stairs and fight 6 otters.
We will leave.
I'll go back. I'll
We
go
will leave you.
back.
All right. You're out of initiative. So you guys are all now back up on the veranda area.
I'm just looking wet and miserable, but I'm like, I did not hurt any of them.
Good. What about you, new kid? Yeah, you.
Did you hurt the otters?
Oh,
They were simply defending their young.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. Are we okay, everybody? Did they hurt you?
I
I'm like still on the ground, just like
They tried.
Snacks. I wanna
I'm
cradle
utterly,
snacks.
I'm utterly untouched.
Is there anything else for us to do here in this strange dining hall, or should we set back out on our journey?
I'm taking the decanter and the glasses. Are they nice?
They're very nice. In fact, just
Boosted.
with a glance, you feel like they're probably worth let me see. They're probably with the glasses and the decanter, it's probably worth like 60 gold pieces.
Ooh. We're gonna be sipping nicely back on the ship. All right.
Take it. Let's go. Let's just get out of here. Everyone in the boat, and let's just continue towards this labyrinth. Are we all done here?
Yeah, but there's nothing else in this room than just this table with these 4 place settings, these glasses and decanters that was empty. No, no tapestries on the wall. Oh, and there's river wolves under in the basement.
Right. Really, it feels as if, this was sort of an outdoor dining area, and, long ago, perhaps, the 2 rooms below had a bigger meaning, but they've currently been occupied by giant otters.
Which is dope.
Yeah, we
This
should
place is
probably
perfect.
escape while they're. Well, I would say we could come back here for a delightful evening, but I think when we finally depart, I'm never coming here ever again. So,
You say that.
yeah, we should probably set off now while the otters are distracted.
Yes. Good idea. Let's go. In the boat, y'all. Let's go. I start untying the rope around the stopper thing for the boat.
I have taken a piece of paper from my bag and written a very long apology letter in Otter to leave for the otters. I leave a forwarding address if they want to get back in contact. Maybe we can talk this out later. I let them know that if they feel wronged, I'm willing to work on that. And then I origami it into a tiny otter and I leave it there. And at this point, I'm going to tell you that I can't actually write.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's just a bunch of
Yeah, it's
and I don't think otters actually can
Have a
read and write
written
either.
language.
Yeah, it's
Or the manual
it's
dexterity to
otter
open
higher
origami.
I mean, they got the,
I
they
feel
got the,
better.
yeah, they
I
got
feel
the
better.
otter hands, maybe.
Like
Yeah.
little paw prints in various shapes.
Yeah, paw prints and oyster sauce.
Yeah, they get the vibe. They get the vibe. I leave it there.
Snacks, are
Okay.
you ready? Let's go. We're leaving now.
I run on all 4s and dive in. Whoop.
To the water?
No, in the boat.
Oh, okay. All right.
Back into the holds.
I attack the otters. No.
Who's steering this thing with the pole, and where are you gonna go? So
Am I
could
back
either-
on the pole? You guys put me back on the pole?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could either go back to
Yeah, magic stone.
where you came. You'd either go back to where you came, or you could go east more towards where the 3 hedges were.
I vote
3 large
east.
hedges.
Yeah, the hedges
The
seems to
hedges.
be the thing. Yeah.
We're
Let's
already
hit-
halfway there, everybody.
We'll hedge our
Hey.
bets.
Okay.
All right, magic rock, Shasa.
Can you make
gets
me
to
an-
steering.
Can you make me another athletics check, please?
You got it.
One more guidance. You got this.
Oh, I need the guidance too. Let's see. I cannot roll more than a 1. So a total of 12.
Woof. Welcome to
Um,
playing with us, sir.
So you are trying to go to the east to the clearing, and you end up going south instead. It's just it's
Some
not as
terrible
simple as
currents.
you thought. Yeah.
So what's in the south? If it looks bad, I think I'm going to pray to the demons and Ravana, or devils, I should say, in the 9 hells, and particularly Ravana, the 20 arms, to give me another chance.
In the south is where you came from, where the bark burrs were and the weird
That-
converted trees and things.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to call upon the multi-armed Ravana to guide my roll here. And
You're going to use a fate point?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's much better. So 16.
Great. All right, you make it to the eastern shore of the lake, and we will find out what happens right after the break. We're going to take a 10-minute break right here, and we'll be right back, everybody. I'm really glad that you guys didn't slaughter 6 giant otters, and we'll
An otter
see,
slaughter.
we'll see everyone in 10 minutes.
Otter slaughter, yes.
Yeah, no otter slaughter. I love the otter puns in the chat. It was killing.
Those are
me.
amazing.
Thank you for those.
Okay.
The games we play are the stories we create.
The fortress doors swing open,
Every story is unique.
and the sound of war drums rises.
Sometimes our stories come to us when we least expect them. We need to be ready no matter where inspiration strikes. And sometimes our stories are told over great distances. No matter where your journey leads you or how your story is told. The games we play are the stories we create. Sirenscape can help make yours epic.
Sirenscape is searchable, fast, and customizable from any device with no need to pre-install any sound. Adding epic atmosphere to your game has never been easier.
D20, yeah! On the money, gold! Yo, you killed it with this one, Vickers! Yeah, you did. Yeah! I am Nolan Parts more! Master with the sword! Hey. I'm a legend on the board, bloodline of the Lord, Geldermore, sword done. I run the game store! We got all the deep lore, shelves full of source books galore, doing math in the flash, and I don't need a map, cause it's tatted on my ass! Right here. Cause this is how I roll my hits, critical. Better have a D20 if you're trying to join my party. Cause this is how I roll my hits, critical. Better have a D20 if you're trying to join my party. Half-orc barbarian. I'm silent like the assassin. With a face like a cherubim. No need to roll twice. I'm using all the dice. Custom towers. And when that wizard multi-class. With spell power sharp as glass. I'm burning slots like I'm throwing cash. Didn't activate the room when I cast it fell a doom. Cause this is how I roll my hits, critical. Better have a D20 if you're trying to join my party. Cause this is how I roll my hits, critical. Better have a D20 if you're trying to join my party. It's Gabby on the beat. It doesn't take dark vision to see how much you need me. I'm the tank, and you know I got the flurry of blows. If you're trying to go home, with AC so high, my divine smite will keep you up all night. Watch as my frenzied rage flattens your mage. Don't start stepping, or I'll use my breath weapon. Cause this is how I roll my hits, critical. Better have a D20 if you're trying to join my party. Cause this is how I roll my hits, critical. Better have a D20 if you're trying to join my party.
So Krull is not your average turtle. Turtles are traditionally these dopey monk-like, slow-moving characters, and Krull, I wanted Krull to resemble a snapping turtle, or snapping turtle. Beaked, sharp spikes on the back of the shell, and the shell has been carved with draconic runes and prayers to Tiamat. And that comes out of his story, which was he was sent by the Turtles to defeat Archon. And Archon bested him, but spared his life, as long as he gave his life over to fight for the Dragon Queen, and he accepted. And since then, it's this kind of fear, but he's also a fanatic now. And I think, but yeah, I think a lot of what he does is rooted in fear. You know, I wouldn't say there is a part Renfield to him. And another pop culture reference I would make would be like a Dr. Mindbender. And he's always scheming. He's coming up with, you know, if anyone was a G.I. Joe fan growing up, he was the Cobra scientist who was working to try to figure out how to bring Serpentor back to, to existence and create this genetic. So, Krull is always searching for some elixir that's going to help Archon fight off Vecna's influence as the necrotic energy of the hand grows up his arm into his body. Krull has commissioned some group of adventurers to bring him back a baby unicorn horn that he's going to grind up into a powder that he's going to feed to Archon somehow and stave off the necrotic energy. He's checking in with the artifact squads to check their progress to see if anyone's found the eye or found some leads on the eye of Vecna or any other sorts of weapons that could help Archon in his quest, Tiamat and the Dragon armies for their quest. So, very highly intelligent. I mean, he's also super strong. He's got a 20 strength, and he swings this giant two-handed maul that has frost capabilities. And so he's a very fearsome fighter. Always surrounded by the dead, and he wears this white, like a white grease paint over his face, so that he looks like a skeleton. Like you would think he was undead at first glance, but he actually isn't. It's if that could give him some sort of advantage over an opponent that stumbled upon him. But there's always these zombies and whites and the undead around him. He's always experimenting on the dead.
Booty.
And we're back, everybody. By the way, before we get started again, I want to let you know for the next 20 minutes that we have a $100 Dwarven Forge giveaway happening in the chat right now. Dwarven Forge makes awesome gaming terrain, perfect for D&D. So you definitely want to enter for that. Okay, but we're back. You've now made it to the far end of the lake. And what you see before you is a large clearing, about 800 feet wide and about 600 feet in front of you before you start to see the trees again, and within this clearing you see a large hedge about 500 feet in front of you. Looks to be about 30 feet wide. Looks like a cube. And then you see two smaller cube hedges, one to the far right and one to the far left of this clearing.
Are we all the way across, or are we still in the boat?
You have just got to the shore. You've made it. And Vishnupal, you have never been to this area of the garden because in your druid duties here, you've always kept to the south and the forest areas there. So you've seen it, you've looked at it, but you don't really know much about it. That's one of the pieces of your memory that's missing.
So you've lived here for how long before you got killed by a Bakbar? What do you know about this place?
I've been here for many years tending to the garden. But there's periods where I don't recall much, but I know that I must do something to free myself, and honestly, you've been the only interlopers for some time that I've ran into. So.
Okay. Well,
If there were the other ones in here, do you think you would have known? Are we even sure that Clancy and Julia came here? In the midst of all the other deception we've endured, we've seen no sign of them.
It is possible that they are not here, but I know not of your mission, and how you came here.
For the money, and I assure you we did not charge enough.
Just to point out, it's Orly and Julie. Clancy's the father.
Orly.
We've been saying Clancy the whole time.
That's what I wrote down. Was
Clancy Rathbone is the father of Orly Rathbone.
That's why they're not showing up.
Because he's literally the wrong guy, yeah.
Orly, Orly and Julie, they're right over there. Yeah,
Orly, yeah, man. He was back before we got in the boat.
We just have to look left.
Makes total sense.
They're like waving at you.
Yeah.
The
Camera
wrong
slowly pans. They're like right next to the
Like
boat.
holding hands with the otters right behind them.
they're the ROUSs of this place. Just get tackled by Orly. Yeah. I just look at Gratz and I'm like, can you at least pick up any tracks? Has anyone else gone into the hedge lately?
I'm checking now, and Grath leans down, and I'd like to, I guess, just see what's going on around the ground. Like, look for tracks or anything.
Give me a survival check.
I'll cast
to kinda check
guidance
the area.
as you go into your.
And I will help.
And I will also pretend to help because I think that I can also cast guidance.
Okay.
I'm trying to do exactly what like Karina's doing.
All right, so 12, and that's a D4 for guidance, right?
Yeah.
And advantage because I'm helping you.
Oh, with advantage? Ooh, hold on.
Full squad.
Ooh, oh, it's the same exact. Oh, okay, so 14 plus 2. All right, so that's 16 instead of 14.
Okay. You notice, I mean, there's a heavily traveled path. Basically, you're at the beginning of it that oddly went right from the area where your boat landed. There was a little area to tie it up, and so there's a path that leads straight to the very, very large hedge, and then it veers off to the right to the smaller hedge and to the left to the smaller hedge, and you see all sorts of tracks of hooves, of humanoid feet and boots and bare feet, and that's heavily traveled.
Correction, I apologize. I actually got a 19 because I got 17 plus the 2. So
okay.
So these tracks, this is heavily traveled. There's creatures coming in through these. Was it one specific one? I forgot.
No, well, you're on one that then will branch off to the right and left or go straight.
And all the tracks are going straight through into the middle one?
Yeah, but they're just as many are going to the right and to the left. But you're not at that crossroads yet, so you're not sure. But even just by looking down and examining, you can tell.
Okay.
Can any of you speak with plants by chance?
No.
Is that the thing people can do?
Yes.
I don't know. You're like a gardener, aren't you,
I'll
Vishnupal?
work on it.
Yes, I have taken care of this for some time. I am a druid. We are brethren.
We're not all the same, though. I don't talk to plants, do you?
I do talk to plants.
Cool.
Well, perhaps the hedges themselves might give us some insight.
You know, I'm gonna try to see if I can detect one of these portals again. I know there was something, right? Earlier there was some sort of portal emanating from this direction. So I'm going to just hone in on that. Which path might be leading to this portal the strongest, like the strongest senses from there?
You, without a doubt, the portal is straight ahead, somewhere beyond the entrance to that largest hedge. Straight ahead.
I feel the presence of a portal dead straight. Do you all want to just go right in?
Well, hold on. I would like to see Vishnupal have a conversation with the hedge.
Oh.
Please.
Yes, that seems directly relevant.
Well, you would need to walk to it. So the hedge, the main hedge is about 500 feet in front of you, and then the two smaller hedges are about 300 feet each, to the right or to the left.
Go towards the portal until we get to the first intersection where we could go a different direction and then talk to that hedge.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So you're now at a crossroads, and just 100 feet ahead of you is a very, very large hedge. It's about 12 feet high. It's about 200 feet across.
Is it manicured?
It looks beautiful. It's a wall. It looks like everything else in this place. It looks magical. It looks it's fine greenery with little flowers growing off of it. There's a sense of sereneness about the whole thing.
I want to go up and just give the hedge a little pat and cast Druidcraft to make more flowers pop up where my hand was.
Okay. Yeah, they pop up. When you walk up to it, look, there's an opening about 6 feet wide, and you look in, and clearly there's a labyrinth in there.
How tall is the labyrinth walls?
12 feet high.
Okay.
Maybe
So
there's a
do we
way
want-
to look over. Hey, Snacks, can somebody, Upsy?
Yeah, I am definitely going to work on climbing up there, but first, I have to see this guy talk to a hibiscus.
Yes, Vishnupal.
I am not leaving. I have to see this, and then I'll totally climb up there and look, but I gotta see this. Do it.
Hey, old Benson. How are you?
Did it work?
Oh, did you actually want me to I can't do that right now. We'd have to rest a little bit, and I'd have to prepare for that when I wasn't planning on speaking to the plants.
Oh my god!
That's like a
You just
lead
said
up.
you
Come
could, but you
on.
can't. Like
we
now,
can
we
try.
actually
Not
need
right
the
this
plant
second. I mean,
spoken
Honestly.
to.
a lot of questions about the trees.
Why are we
You
bringing
know what? This is why I
guy
don't
with
like
us?
to identify as a
This-
druid very
this-
often.
Really,
Yeah,
this
I
is
can talk to the plants
really
too, but I
embarrassing.
can't do it right now.
We can all
Calm
talk
down.
to the
Just
plants. We just
go.
can't
Please.
hear them talk back to us.
Karina, can you make a perception check for me from when you touch the hedge? Don't worry,
Yes,
nothing bad's
please.
going to happen to you.
25.
When you did druidcraft on the wall to make little flowers appear, you did notice when you touched the wall that there were tiny little thorns everywhere. Not enough to hurt you from what you did, but you got the feeling that like if you were going to try to climb it or
go through it.
Yeah, you almost recognize it as one of your high-level druid, like arch druid. It feels very Wall of Thorns kind of.
Hey, okay. By the way, and I just pull like one tiny little thorn out of my finger. Snacks. You know what? Think of all of these hedges as Mr. Prickles, who enjoys being observed and interacted with, but not necessarily touched or climbed.
That is a lot of bold assumptions on Mr. Prickles and my relationship.
Fair enough.
Actually quite close. But that being said, as I was already like about 3 feet up, I am feeling what you're saying, and I think it's valid. Ow.
Catch. I just, as I put her down, I'm just like grabbing little thorns and stuff. Like, you okay? You okay? You okay? You okay?
Yeah.
And we said there
On the
was
forehead. Put it down.
there was no pattern in the tracks to make any one direction seem better than the other.
No. Oh, as far as you know, no. They all seem to be traveled the same.
I reach out with the sword hilt not turned on, but just put it against the left side of the wall, and I go to the left and I just start walking.
We don't have to cut the.
I'm not cutting it. I just don't want to touch it and get all poked. You keep one finger on the wall, you can't get lost in a maze.
Respect.
That's exactly right. So you're going to start going through the labyrinth. And for sake of our viewers, I'm going to say that you made it to the middle.
Cue the Benny Hill music.
There don't appear to be all of the walls in the interior of this labyrinth are the same as the outside of the walls. So like if you were to touch it or try to climb it, you feel like you would be damaged greatly. Anyone could easily see that now, being so close to it. In about probably 30 minutes, you following the left and just going around until it gets you to the middle. You get to the middle, and when you get to the middle, you see a very interesting. So the middle is circular, and within the circle, there is a really crazy thing that I'm going to show you. So it's totally clear. It's a clearing except for this pedestal in the middle that I'm going to put in the chat window for you guys right now. And hopefully we can show that to the audience too. But you should be getting it right now. You guys see that?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see.
There you
go. What? Now I have several additional questions.
Okay, great. Yeah. So what you see is a sundial with 4 depressions in it, and our 2 druids and our ranger would recognize them as it looks to be oak leaves, mistletoe, a shamrock, and a dog rose.
Ew.
The other thing I will tell you that you've probably already noticed when you took that rest is that the sundial is telling you that it is noon.
So it's like directly under. It's not throwing a shadow at all.
Right.
I mean, hasn't it been noon the whole time we've been here, though?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What? I remember. There was something to do with the leaves. I took notes on this, and Grath is just trying to like remember exactly what the thing about one of each leaf that we were warned about.
Am I capable of druid crafting the requisite plant matter? And
Well,
I also
we
look over.
We said forever ago we all had.
Oh
one
yeah,
of
that's
each.
right.
I gathered 5 of each.
Yep.
That's
Unfortunately, the ones that are on leaf are no pun intended. The ones on leaf are still on leaf. The leaves are on
He's
leaf.
right there.
But
Okay.
Vishnupal doesn't have any, so the rest of us have one of each, though.
Well,
already,
you have
so-
one of each of the leaves that were in that area.
Yeah.
And
God, what did I grab?
you feel like you have 3 out of the 4 that you need.
Ooh, what are we
But
missing?
you're still missing a dog rose leaf.
Dog rose. Okay. So, well, we have the leaves except for this one, which it looks kind of like a rose of some sort. Karina or Snacks? Vishnupal?
He's the
Senator?
gardener. Ask him.
Can
Do I
someone
know where
help
we
me
can
identify?
find the dog rose?
Yeah.
You do know, you know that there's a dog rose near the Fountain of All Heal.
Ah,
Like that.
fountain.
But you also know that the fountain, the one thing that you have learned when you were here is that the Fountain of All Heal is not what it seems, and that once people drink from it, they never want to leave.
It is a misnomer,
They're healed, but so is everything.
but yes, their
So
mind
is
is gone.
their brain.
Will
And
is gone.
And even though you've lost a lot of your memories, the one thing you've never done is drunk from that area.
Where is this fountain?
I can lead you there.
Well, let's go.
Roughly how far?
You would know that it is back actually pretty close to where you originally came, near the leprechauns toadstool area.
We came all the way here. We're halfway through the freaking labyrinth, and then we figure out that we need a petal that we left back at home.
Yep.
Let's go back.
Wait, can somebody conjure one of them? Like, grow one?
I don't think I'm quite there yet.
Yeah, Snacks. Okay, that's fine. Karina? Maybe? Oh.
Okay. Now I'm looking at your graft, and I'm going to be very honest about the rules. I don't think it says I can summon any kind of flower.
You just make flowers bloom, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you could
I make a flower that I want to bloom on the wrong plant? Like, how am I at, like, crossbreeding things?
Yeah.
'Cause there's a whole hedge that I would love to make a dog flower.
Even if you could, you
Show
got
up
the
on.
idea that you probably needed one from here, that conjuring
Yeah.
one wouldn't make it work.
Cool.
So where was this thing again? This fountain is out there.
Yeah. All we have to do is turn left. Let's go.
Well, now we have to turn right and then go back out.
Oh, good.
It's back by the wee folk.
Okay.
Here's what's going on. As you after you take your first turn in the labyrinth, you get the distinct feeling that it has changed. And that the pattern of the labyrinth is different going out than it was going in.
Still keep the sword hilt on the wall.
I'll literally walk right behind Thanato and kind of pass my hand over the hedge, and F it, I'm going to like make a trail of bloomed blossoms that will also like follow our path.
Mm-hmm.
So if we ever double back and see like a straight line of flowers, we know the hedge is messing with us.
Okay. You're Hansel and Greteling it, basically.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I think more is more. So I'm also going to take out Hacker and just thunk into the ground and just drag him behind me and make like a dragged line as well. And this will give us some time to talk.
Hacker's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, his half of his, what are you doing?
You're helping. We're helping
Really?
a lot.
This is, I thought you were going to wield me to great victories in war, and now you're using me to till soil?
I bring him up. Listen, so far all that we've seen is authors, and I don't think either one of us want the author blood to be the first thing that we share together.
No, but
Okay,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Good job, Snacks.
Come on, Tiller, we gotta go.
It's Hacker, not Tiller.
Oh, sorry. Honest mistake.
Kind of suits you.
It
All
does.
right, as you are leaving the labyrinth, who's first?
I'll be first.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll take the vanguard because.
Grath.
Oh, no, I'm right behind Thanato. I'm sorry.
You look up and you see waiting for you right outside 4 satyrs from earlier, just looking at you like.
What is this? What are you doing?
Oh, hey, no, look at this. This is way better than the authors. Look.
Let's roll for initiative because they are ready to fight.
Oh boy.
Can we all just get along?
Not with
This
satyrs.
is us getting along.
We already destroyed like 6 of their friends. I don't understand why they are.
It
so eager.
happens.
Looks like we're just gonna have to choose violence this time,
God.
Thanato.
Good.
9.
Yeah, even with advantage again. 9.
Okay.
22.
12.
Oh wait, no, sorry, this is the wrong character. Sorry.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
All right. Karina
13.
got-
13 for Karina.
and Grath.
I just got a dirty 20 as well. My dex is 16 though.
Okay.
After you.
They
Oh.
do get one shot off on you, Grath. One with a crossbow bolt goes at you, but misses. So crossbow bolt flies over your head, and then that's how you know that you're in combat.
Let's
And,
fight.
Oh.
Okay. I was just like, let's fight. Let's get them.
Donato, you were right behind her, I guess.
We were like right, kind of close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's
So
see.
it is. It's your turn.
Okay. Grath just whips out
No,
her
it's Donato's
arrow.
turn, I think. Right?
Oh, I'm
Didn't you
sorry.
get higher than Grath? What did you get?
We both 30-20, but she's got a higher deck, so she
Oh,
can
okay,
go.
then Grath, it's your turn. Yeah, boom.
Okay.
The crossbow bolt goes flying past your head.
Ooh. Okay. So with the first arrow that I notch and like aim right back at that same satyr, I got a 27 to hit. So
Wow.
I'm assuming. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I also cast Hunter's Mark on that one. So let's see.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Let's see the damage on that. It hits, right?
Would that be weird if a 27 missed?
It wouldn't be weird, but I would leave.
Yeah, no. It
not on
hit.
his garden. In
I'm
this-
just messing with you.
And by leave, I mean the Zoom.
What? What? Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
Let's see. 5 plus. Let me get out a d6. Let's get a real d6.
So there's two. There's 2 with clearly like in melee combat, ready to come at you, and then there's the one that fired at you, and so there's 2 with crossbows and 2 with swords.
4 total that we're aware of currently, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Excellent.
I got 8 damage on the very first one. So just right again, Grath just notches another arrow, aims straight for their face. Oh no, and she got a 11 to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
Ah, dang.
Which one did you fire at? The one that fired at you, or one
Yeah.
of the closer ones? Okay.
The one that fired at me.
And that was 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one that fired at you, is all self-satisfied with himself, shoots over your head, kind of like, and then is just totally taken aback by your shot, and is fine, but is pissed and confused. So,
Same.
but not the combat state confused, just confused in his mind of how he could have missed and then immediately been retribution taken. Thanato, it's your turn.
Spirit Shroud. Call the spirits of the dead to fight for me. And I just point at the one that she just injured, and I just say, "The bell tolls for thee, friend." He needs to give me wisdom 14, toll the dead.
Ooh. He actually made it. He made it.
Does
That's
he?
fine. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way here in a minute. Then that's it for me. Then although I'm gonna move towards. I'm actually gonna move towards the ones with the crossbow. Can I get away from them without provoking opportunity attacks?
Oh, you're gonna move towards the crossbow one? Yeah,
I mean,
you can-
theoretically, not if I'm gonna get all beat up by it, but yeah.
No, you would have to, because the crossbow ones are about 20 feet back.
Yep. I'm gonna
So
close
you would
in
have
on
to
them
walk
if I
through
can.
them, and you would get.
Oh, I would. Well, then I'll stay here and I'll
Yeah.
stay right here. Then that's it. For
You don't
me.
want to move through them.
Nope.
Okay, Karina.
Karina snaps her umbrella shut, and with like the snap sound, like big storm cloud starts overhead. And I'm gonna call lightning, like I love to do. Are there any of them within melee range of each other?
This may be a really short fight. The two in the front are in melee range of each other, and then the two with the bows are sort of on opposite ends of so they're not within melee range of each other, but the two in the front are.
So as my like dark blue sort of irisless pupilless eyes go over to white, I don't even look at them and I don't even acknowledge that this fight is breaking out. I continue to walk in the direction we need to go and say, bad choice, and call lightning on the two of them in the front. So they need to make a dex save of 15.
One makes it, one fails. So tell me what happens.
Sweet. The one that makes it takes 6 points of lightning damage. The one that fails takes 12. I rolled very low.
I know that feel.
Yeah, they do be that way sometimes. And I just continue walking. I wish they would try to stop me.
Okay, Vishnupal. You've seen these satyrs before, but you know that they're probably the most mischievous crew in the whole garden, and you've never really liked them anyway.
It looks like everybody's kind of intermixed with these folks, so it's going to be hard to get myself in a position where I could thunder wave two of these things without damaging the party.
Right, you could theoretically thunder wave one of the two ranged,
right, yeah.
Without hitting anyone else, but you would, to get the two in the front, you would probably
right. And Karina's in the back here. I'm just going to go ahead and use Primal Savagery, and I'm just going to close with the closest one and go ahead and bite it or attempt.
Okay. I love
I
Primal
like this
Savagery.
guy.
His fingernails grow to a crazy length. You notice, of course, with the reversed hands, the fingernails grow this way. So you're actually backhanding them, technically. You're going like this.
Yeah, I do quite well. I get a 22.
Oh, great.
And I do great damage, 17 points.
That first one is not looking good at all. Great. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, Snacks.
Snacks is standing like exactly like this, like watching Vishnupal like bite and claw, like she's totally jazzed. She can smell the blood on the air, and she like her little eyes just dilate, and she starts like getting frothy in the mouth, and is like, I like this guy. Hey, come on, Naka, let's go. And I go into a rage, go down on all fours, and just run and sweep at the closest Deuterino in front of me.
Okay, that would be the one that Vishnupal just.
Oh yeah, The blood has made me
Vishnupal-rated.
the blood has made me wild. That is a 15.
That just hits.
Excellent. So, and this is the first time that I'm using hacker.
Right.
So the entire time I'm talking, being like, all right, so this is what they're going to do. So we're going to go in, I'm going to swing, and then you hit, okay? So, and I swing and I hit, and I get 11 points of damage.
Okay. Within, between the, that was the one that actually made the saving throw for the lightning, but with Vishnupal's crazy fingernail attack and your incredible swing with Hacker, that one goes down.
Excellent. So yeah, I do the swing, I hit, and doesn't even phase me that he went down. I'm just like focused on the zoomies, the rapidness, and talking to Hacker and be like, okay, so that was really good. Okay, now try to do that again. The other guy's like really close, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very close.
Excellent. Taking another swing at him now. And with advantage, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Excellent. So for this one, I just raise the axe and just bring it right down on his foot for 8 points of damage.
Ow! On his hoof, really?
Yes, I try to crack the hoof.
Okay. The hoof is so far intact, but you definitely put a big dent in the hoof.
Excellent. I look at the hoof, I look up at him, I look at the hoof, I look up at him, and I go, all right, well, fine. And then I then get him in the knees with my shield and try to knock him down prone.
Okay, and he's got to make a saving throw?
Athletics.
Athletics saving throw.
Yeesh.
What's he saving against? Are we going against?
Yeah, we're going head to head.
Okay, what'd you get?
9.
Okay, you did not. He was able to jump out of it. He was sort of, the shield goes under, and he was able to jump up with the last bit of hoof power that he has, even though you've already dented it pretty severely.
Cool. Well then, while he jumps, I snap at his hoof feet, but I miss because I just wanted to.
Okay, that one's gonna definitely take a swing at you.
Come at me.
And
I like to see you try.
gets a 19.
Good try.
That doesn't hit. Does that hit you?
No, yeah, it hits me.
Okay. All right. Takes a swing at you with his short sword. For you take 5 points of damage.
Take half that. Because I am raging.
Right, you're raging, so you take 2, and I guess you take. We'll say you take 2 points of damage.
Yeah, I laugh while he does it, and I spit in his face. And I'm foaming, so I got a lot of spit.
Great. And then the other one that is on Thanato gets a 19. These guys are rolling high.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the old shield. Not having that happen today, thanks.
Yep. So shield spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then it bounces off your shield. What the? And then the last one takes another shot at Grath.
Oh boy.
For does a 15 hit, Grath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
So a little crossbow action for
Oh no.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
But it is now your turn, Grath. You can make it all. Your vengeance can be yours.
The one that just hit me with the crossbow bolt, I just look at like with anger, and I want to cast some thaumaturgy and just speak in infernal at it and try to intimidate it or, you know, shake it a little bit. Just a little something. And
Okay.
then I take my bow and aim.
So as a bonus action, you're just going to try to, you're just going to insult it.
Yes.
With thaumaturgy.
Yes, where's my infernal? Just like, and then like shoot my arrow at it.
All right.
Just try to
What'd-
scare it.
What'd you
And
get?
oh man, I got a 10. Maybe I was a little distracted by, I was like, did I sound scary enough? And just missed with the first one. Crap.
You do have 2 fate points. You can yell louder.
We
Do
just
it
got another
again.
fate point, so
Let's
if you
spend
want to
one.
use a reroll,
Do it.
All right, I'm using a reroll.
we're in the last hour
Something
of the
got
show.
lost in translation, but this time.
Let's see if that hits. Are you kidding me? Oh, 20. All right, we got a 20.
All right.
And this
20
time
would
I just like
definitely hit.
gather myself, shoot it, and I did shift Hunter's Mark onto this guy as well.
Okay.
All right, 7 plus. Oh, cool. 11. Oh, wait. 15 damage. Plus the 4 from the Hunter's Mark.
And that's why you use the points.
That is one heck of a shot.
Thank you.
Not looking good there, but still kicking, still shooting, so to
I have
speak.
one more shot after that. So
You have a third shot?
No. Oh, I thought we used the reroll for the first shot.
Oh, I thought you were using it for the second shot. Okay. Oh, so that was your first shot. Great. Okay. So now your second shot. Perfect.
Right?
Yep.
Am I wrong? Uh-oh.
Nope. You're right.
No,
Okay. Okay, cool. So
You good.
19 to hit for the wait, it's still calculating. I think 19 to hit. Yeah, 19 to hit.
All right. That hits.
Okay, all right. So just calmly this time, she's collected herself, and for damage, she gets a beautiful 6 plus 6, 12.
Boom! It goes down right between the eyes. The satyr is looks at you, and as his dying breath goes, "But we both have horns." And then
Mine are
dies.
cooler.
Right.
It's our tiefling horns, not
Facts.
satyr.
All right, Thanato, you've got one in
sense.
front of you and badly hurt, and then there's another one with a bow that's no one's hit yet.
I'm going to Herm.
Did you say you're gonna perm?
Herm, I'm thinking.
I was like,
the injured one.
I'm gonna spiritual weapon on the injured one in front of me, which would be an 18 to hit.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Which is going to be 13 points of damage. No, sorry, wait, hang on. More than that.
Well, if it's more than that,
Yeah.
it's described to me how he dies.
16 points of damage. Since Grath has already been shooting him, just a larger bow made out of black energy appears next to Grath's head and shoots him again. And then I'm gonna move over and green flame blade the healthy one. Which that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
So this is great.
Well, no, the other one, I'm sorry, the other one you would have to move 20 feet. Can you?
I can.
Okay, great.
Yep. No, I just lost it. Important die. I know.
I
fires
hate
don't
to be the
exist.
rules lawyer, but don't forget that there's no fire in here.
Oh yeah, I can't green flame blade him. That's all right. I'll just do normal violence.
Does it still work
just
without the
normal violence.
flame? Like, does the spell still work without the flame part?
Man. I mean, it's
No.
fire damage, so I guess not.
The fire damage part does not.
yeah,
That's
it
all
just-
right.
It just
'Cause I'm
tingles then.
Still gonna do plenty of violence to him, because that is going to be 13, 16, 44 points of damage.
Oh my god! Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Remember, yeah. Because I got my sword does 1d8 plus 2d6 plus 1d8 from the spirit guardians times 2.
Yeah.
All right. In
Plus
one,
3.
in one move, you have destroyed the one that was probably going to run off and tell someone else, but he shall
No
tell no
witnesses.
tales today. Only his body shall.
But I come towards him like it's going to be this like very vicious thing, and I smile at him for a second, and then just like slash and walk past him, turn the sword off, and keep walking like it didn't happen while he drops dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they told us not to kill anything in the garden, but they seem to not have any hesitation whatsoever.
Are they all dead now?
They're all dead now.
Cool. I've still got 10 more minutes to call lightning, so I'm just gonna start jacking up this garden.
Yep.
Hey.
What?
Hey,
Do you
come
want some of
on.
this?
Like, I planted some of those. I did the topiary over there. Be careful.
Oh.
You know how much work that is?
Do you?
Yeah,
You
yes.
seem to have a really
Yes.
You have
I've been working on this, and with the hands
You have-
backwards,
you
you know
have
it's
a
not
s-
easy. But I get carpal tunnel from the wrist going the wrong way.
All right.
You look over to see a very familiar image of Snacks with the axe above, being like, "You want to cook the goat?"
And as the spirit guardians go away, you see the souls of these satyrs rise up, and I just pull them into my hand, like, yes.
It's honestly upsetting every time.
So
Not to
Snacks,
me.
Hacker starts. You hear Hacker in your head.
Yeah.
And Hacker's like, I can't wait to tell you and show you all the things we can do. This is going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be so great. So like, does blood like help you or anything? Because I really am going to cut some of this goat to eat later. Do you?
Blood doesn't necessarily help me, but I
Ooh.
like it.
What? Couldn't hear you. What? You're in there? What?
I'm in there. You heard me. I said blood doesn't really help me, but I like it.
Oh, I actually didn't hear you. Okay, great.
So I don't feed off of it necessarily, but it's always fun. As long as what we're doing annoys people, that's really what I'm all about.
I have like the axe on like my shoulder. And again, this is in my head. So you guys, I'm just like talking to myself, and I have a big hunk of, lightly singed satyr meat that I'm chewing on, being like, oh, trust me, buddy. We're going to have a great time. We're going to get real calm, right? Real comfortable together. Everybody, we're just you and me. I don't know if you eat, but there you are.
Karina, by the way, when you just sort of lit up the sort of clearing area, the garden area, what would normally, smoke and probably cause a fire, there's no smoke, there's no fire, there's nothing. I mean, the lightning itself was ripping things apart, but any sort of lasting effect from that doesn't really doesn't do what you expected it to do, if that makes sense.
That's very, very cool. I think Karina, as she's like kind of experimenting with that and like noticing it and trying to strike more flammable things just to continue to confirm that like fire doesn't work here. She's whispering under her breath in Druidic, so I know that Vishnupal can understand her. And she's saying, this place is interesting and I'm going to claim it. This is my garden. And she's sort of muttering that as she continues to strike trees and things.
Her garden to destroy.
Great work, everybody. You got your fill, Snacks? Thanado,
Okay.
thanks. Thank you,
I could eat more.
Vishnupal, everybody. You did amazing. Dogwood Rose time, and then let's go back.
Right.
All
So now what
right.
you have to do is you can actually walk around the lake to get to the area where the Fountain of All Heal originates from, which is where the last leaf that you need, no pun intended, is. So you can walk around the edge of the lake to the right, and then you're back in sort of that wooded area, and you see the weirdest thing is that this fountain is actually the beginning of the river, right? So the river that flowed in two different directions. Vishnupal takes you over to it, and you notice that, you don't know where the source of the water is coming from. Like where a river might come from down from a mountain or whatever. This river is just literally starting from this fountain and springing out. There's no... there's no source of it whatsoever. It appears completely magical.
Cool. I mean, I know how it goes every time we do it, but can I use a ritual detect magic on it just to get a better sense of what's going on here?
Yeah, what I will say is you do get a stronger, this time you do get a stronger vibe from the fountain itself. Even though the entire garden is magical, you do get a stronger sense from that fountain.
Does it look like this is possibly the water we saw drained under the ground when we saw water under the ground? It was at the room that almost got dropped on us by that bard that very much is going to die.
Yeah, you feel that maybe this is the source of that as well. While you're there, you see a little squirrel run up to the fountain and drink a little bit and then scurry off.
Oh, buddy.
Yes, we were told not to do that.
Excuse me. Wait, excuse me, squirrel. Excuse me.
Pardon me. Speak with animals as I'm literally running after the squirrel.
Excuse me, Mr. Squirrel. Mr. Squirrel, 1 second, a moment of your time.
Nope, gotta get nuts. He runs off.
What was that?
You do see imprinted in the common language in letters of gold at the bottom of the basin, it says Fountain All Heal. And the basin is decorated by dog rose.
It's kind of nice that they labeled it.
I'm definitely going to empty out like one of my water skins and fill it up with water from here.
Can you do that with a mage hand or something of the sort?
What? It said not to drink it.
Don't drink it.
Yes, but
I lower it by the handle
Yes.
strap of the water skin.
thank you. It still can seep through the skin, and you know.
Danato makes a great point. Karina, please be careful.
Drink it.
No, don't, no.
Thank you, Snacks.
You do you. You're so powerful. Nothing
Oh
can
my
touch
gosh,
I
you.
think
very much
Nothing
reach
can
out
touch
and wrap my hands around Snacks' snout where her mouth can't open. Like,
You know I get itchy when you do that.
So wait, did you stick your snout in?
No. Oh, what?
no.
No.
Okay.
No, you just squeezed my snoot.
all right.
Yeah, Grath starts just
making
gathering.
Sure. Hold on, let me double check and make sure that even touching it doesn't require a saving throw here.
For what it's worth, I didn't touch it.
All right, but no, you're okay. You're all right. Without touching it or drinking it, you're fine.
Sweet.
That you feel fine. So
Could
there
be
are
useful
dogwood
later.
plants everywhere.
I start. Grath just kneels and starts gathering some of these plants. Like more than we probably needed, but she just never knows what's going to happen. So she's just like over preparing. She doesn't want to have to go all the way back again. So
Okay.
grabs a few bundles.
I grab a little flower too. Just put it behind my ear. Boop.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You also
Just in case.
you start to hear very familiar laughter. Thanato, you hear it
Guiding
first.
bolt.
Honestly.
right. Go ahead. Go ahead. You enjoy this. I'm letting it happen for you, Jason. Go ahead.
No, back again, huh? You moving
Guiding
in?
bolt.
No.
Are you gonna guarding bolt it or am I?
Something tells me it would just vanish, Vishnapal. Have you had any dealings with these insufferable creatures?
Vishnupal, you actually have. They've annoyed the crap out of you, and you do your best to ignore them.
They're very difficult to deal with. I rise above.
And they're all sitting. They're all sitting on the basin of the fountain, and there's 6 of them, and they're in their little sort of elf on the shelf style outfits with like red and white striped stockings and just like the most colorful outfits, red and green and just bright annoying colors, and they're all just sitting there, and when you even just look at them, They all in unison say, "There's a lovely building just here, with turrets and domes far and near. 'Tis a shame you can't spy it, as we urge you to try it. Solve the puzzle and see it appear." Yeah.
They said that last
Puzzle.
time.
Push him in.
Can
Puzzle.
you explain more of the puzzle, please?
Because we will just leave.
Push him
There
in.
are leaves in the garden to trace, and a maze with a clear central space. With a leaf in your hand, you could stand and stand, but to leave the leaves in their place.
Okay, is that,
That
the puzzle
part
to
we
see
got,
the building?
yes.
Fine,
No,
fine.
yeah, we're gonna put the leaves next to the fountain. That we know, but Vishnapal, are you aware of any invisible buildings here?
I think by definition, I wouldn't
Okay, you
I mean,
you
they
spicy
know,
now,
right,
Rakshasa?
yes, that's
Cool.
be. No, I'm not.
I
Hey,
what?
come back!
I feel a little bad. Why don't you come with us?
Walk
We
and
can't
talk.
leave here.
Why not?
Walk and talk.
No. Hold on. Why can't you come with us?
Well, we don't want to. And they all disappear.
Okay.
that confirms it.
non-zero. There's a non-zero chance that this is a ring of the hells. You know that, right? That would explain the Rakshasa as well.
That's fair.
Oh.
I look around. I just perception investigate. You tell me. Like, this is the second time they've told us there was an invisible building if we could solve the puzzle. So I'm like, is anything else seem out of place other than this fountain that is clearly very magical?
As far as you can tell, no. I mean, everything looks. There's nothing new about this area than any other area, other than the fountain and that sort of. Yeah.
That is all heal. ALLHEAL.
Yes. That would be funny if it was HEEL. That'd be a different kind of.
It's actually
boots! My boots!
OWLHL. Owl heel.
Mm-hmm. No wordplay or anything. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Are there any wide, because this is a garden, are there any wide open spaces that look like where the footprint of a building?
No.
Maybe if we do the thing with the leaves over at the place, then we see.
No, don't get me wrong. I thoroughly don't care. It's just they brought it up twice and I want to make sure I wasn't missing something. Fine.
I think we just reached the beginning of their dialogue tree. Garden
yes.
dialogue tree.
I think they're
I'm
just-
funny too.
They're just,
Yes,
it's just
quite.
a glitch in the matrix. They're
It's a
just
dry
missing
humor.
something.
You clicked on us so many times that we had to repeat.
I like them now. I'm in charge of you now. I am your boss. And then she walks away.
Yeah, back towards the fountain, or not fountain, back
Yes.
towards the, not fountain, towards the sundial.
If we want to see this thing appear, we probably have to complete this puzzle, and then I think this structure will appear. So, the sooner the better, everybody. Let's go. Let's go back.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
So
Benson the hedge. Let's go back.
you go back. Go back to Benson Hedges, and as you make your way back to the labyrinth area, first of all the satyr bodies are gone.
Not
Cleaned
all
up.
of it.
Is there still
That's
blood on the ground?
Nope.
I'm gonna investigate this area and look for tracks or anything.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Okay. Beyond. Okay. That's gonna be a 15.
It looks like it was the way before you were there. So it almost looks like it was magically reset.
Appears as though somebody just flipped this and reversed it or something. Like they've never existed. They're
So was
gone.
killing them even worth it?
I mean, they would have killed you. You kind of had to, right?
It was absolutely worth it.
I
Yep.
just throw my hand up and walk away mumbling.
She's speaking otter again. Yeah, back to the middle.
Let's
Yeah,
go. Let's try
actually,
to follow.
the hunk of seder meat that I've been chewing on, like I reach into my pocket. Is it still there?
It is still there, yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay.
Tastes good.
Still good for
All
me.
right.
I mean, I don't think you guys would like it.
Waste no more time, everybody. Let's go back in. What was
Mhm.
it? Thanato follow the left or something?
Yeah.
Karina, you left a trail.
I did. Is it still there?
Your trail's gone, and the labyrinth is different again.
Is all of our trails gone?
Yes.
Vishnupal, is this normal for the plants to just shift around?
Oh, yes. They are.
Okay.
It's well, yeah, Vishnupal hasn't been in that area, but yeah, he would know that those things just sort of happen in this garden.
Okay.
But it does feel like you're almost in a different labyrinth. The pattern's completely different, and the axe is gone and the flowers are gone.
Let's do this again. All right.
Yep. Left wall.
Okay. You go through the left wall and you are back in the middle there.
I whirl around.
Oh, actually, that was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Oh.
You did it. Now you see before you the sundial.
Okay.
One of each.
Grath just takes one of each of the plants and places them gingerly into this sundial. The dogwood flower last.
They said we could stand here now, and if we leave, to make sure we leave the leaves in place.
So, and you still have Leaf with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
Chilling on the
put him on the
Panther's desk,
pedestal
yep.
tool. He was the
You
last
redid
one we
Panther's
needed.
left him with the
I need a
arm.
blood sacrifice. Let's put Leaf on there.
They said put a leaf on all four corners.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, so you place an item in each of the corners of the sundial, and you feel a mild lurch, and everything goes black for a moment. When your vision returns, you find yourselves inside a structure which takes the form of a short, square tunnel outside which it is daylight. In front of you, this opens out into an enclosed, formal garden. The walls of the garden are about 15 feet high, with crenulated tops, and are pierced by arched, slit windows. Behind you, the other end of the tunnel is blocked by a pair of close-meshed, wrought iron gates through which you can see a lake lying beyond a greensward. There is a white structure in the center of the lake. In the enclosed garden, to the right and to the left, are well-ordered flower beds with vivid blooms arranged in intricate patterns. A myriad of butterflies form a moving cloud over the flowers. Directly before you, a few feet outside the tunnel, is a sundial, apparently identical to the one in the maze. Beyond the sundial, between the flower beds, is a rectangular pool of water with a mirror-like surface. Reflected in the pool and towering over the far side of the garden is a magnificent white palace with lofty turrets, arched windows, and a large silvered double doors reached by broad steps inside a large porch. Paths of multicolored gravel lead around the garden next to the wall, and between the pool and flower beds, the garden is apparently unoccupied.
Apparently, we've solved the puzzle, and this is a structure that is revealed from the leprechaun's annoying speech. And I see multiple colored paths. This also alarms me. This, for some reason, this seems like we should be cautious.
Good idea, Vish. Well, let's try to get out of here. So we're like in this tunnel with the iron.
Right. So behind you, so looking through the wrought iron gates, it looks as if you're looking back into the garden, and you see the lake, and you see the white structure where the otters live, and you see as much as you can see, and even with your eagle eyes, Snacks, you can see across, all the way, everything that you could see normally if you were standing out on the. I'm trying to hold it together. I'm so sorry.
Oh my!
You're good. You're good. Nice, George.
Okay.
You see I'm painting green because underneath it.
That was a moment. Okay. Anyway.
Right. Take two.
Snacks, looking with your eagle eye vision, looking through the portcullis, through the gate coming down, you can look as if you're seeing the garden before, but you can't get there's double gates.
Garden.
Mole.
Okay. I guess, Thanato, you were right. This may have just kind of been a trap, huh?
Can I start yelling again?
I was just about to, honestly. Like, do you want to do it together?
Oh.
Do we want to be yelling
Absolutely.
while we're stuck in here?
Yes.
I mean, you can explore the area. You're not necessarily stuck in here.
Oh, okay. Well,
But because the portcullis is behind you, an identical sundial is in front of you, and you can now walk in this area.
Oh, okay. Well, let's explore.
Hit the thaumaturgy. Yep. Julia.
Yeah, I saw.
Orally.
I saw his eyes happening. I take
Yep.
his hand and I just start screaming it with him.
Yeah.
Julia! Hello!
Yes.
Nope. Nothing happened.
Well, it was a fun bonding moment. And I
Yes,
squeezed his hand and let it go.
absolutely. Yes. A lot of volume from such a small person.
Thanks, I've been practicing.
And I start walking towards the house.
Yeah, let's move.
I'll follow. Let's go. Let's just try to figure something out.
As you you need to walk past the pool. And the pool is perfectly clear and about a foot deep. Many silver and gold hued fish can be seen swimming in it. From your new position, you can now see that in each of the two corners of the garden, away from the building, there's a circular bower with a conical roof, built to resemble the turrets of the main building.
Okay.
Do these fish look like incredibly magical?
They're gold, they're silver and gold.
Does it still feel like all the kinds of magic in here as well?
It does. It feels exactly the same.
Cool.
Are the fish swimming normally or are they frozen?
They're swimming.
Yep. Still head towards the front door.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
Thanato and everyone.
So you go inside the porch where the front door is. Inside the porch, a flight of broad stone steps leads up to an arched doorway. The arch over the door protrudes from the wall and is supported by a slim stone pillar on either side. The huge double doors, each 10 feet wide and 30 feet high, are of silvery metal and decorated with a fine incised geometric pattern. There are no door handles. In black letters around the arch, over the door, are written the words, "Enter in peace."
How is peace spelled?
P-E-A-C-E.
All right. I don't think I can go in.
Enter in peace. No, Snacks, you have to try.
No.
It'll be a stretch, but I think you can handle it.
Mm.
So there's geometric designs. What do those geometric designs look like? Is it just engraving? Is it embossed? Is it potential?
Yeah,
can
it's
they
just
move?
it's engraving. But it doesn't appear to be writing. It's just sort of the way it looks.
Okay.
Stylistically.
I think we need to get through this disarmed, but we can't all do that. So I'm gonna just walk through without my bow and quiver.
How are you going to walk?
I just say, if I might, and then I move the Tensor's floating disc with Leaf's unarmed body through the door.
I thought the door was closed.
The door is closed.
I know, but
Just
he's
tink
unarmed,
against it.
so I just move him towards it. Yeah, see what happens.
You move him towards the door, and it just hits. Just hits the door. The door's double door.
Can I go try to open? Is it locked?
It just doesn't have any handles, and it opens outward, as far as you can tell. So it'll be really hard to.
I turn and look at Captain Backwards Hands, and I'm like,
I'll be like, hold on, and I'll kind of breathe and be like, ugh, I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry.
Do what? Ugh.
What were you doing?
Yeah.
What was it, gas? Like, don't be embarrassed. It's okay.
IBS. But,
yes, well, I don't breathe, so.
While really looking at it for a while, the pillars, there's a pillar on the right and a pillar on the left, and after standing there for a few minutes, you realize that the pillars actually take a form. It looks like there's etched on them they look like warriors. So they actually look like two female warriors.
Can I investigate to see, like, are they recognizable? Like, are these like common mythic figures, or is there anything like strange or interesting about them other than being like stylized?
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you like me to roll
probably
for
history. I would like you to give me a history check.
I would like to
Okay.
roll for art degree.
Do we have any? Can I re-roll? I got.
Yeah, I mean
so
we've got
low.
we've got one fate point
Cool.
left.
Yes.
Thank you. Please be better. All right. Thank you. 18.
Yes.
Oh, just walking around not knowing stuff for so long. Thank you, chat.
You're fairly certain that these represent two gods from the world of Greyhawk.
Ooh, they're gods. Which ones?
female gods, huh?
Yeah.
Some would call them goddesses.
Perhaps.
Okay. Karina, do you see what kind they are?
Do I recognize which ones they are specifically? I am a big old nerd.
Yeah,
That would be
with an
fun.
You would I?
This
Luke,
is
maybe you can help me out
Jessica
here.
and Cassandra.
Yeah.
Katie.
The Greyhawk version of
Jessica and
Nina
Jessica.
and Diana, basically.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Two goddesses, come in peace.
They are warrior deities, though, so you know that's
They're
fun.
warriors.
You know, fine. Grath kind of just positions herself in between both of the statue pillars and using thaumaturgy, just we come in peace. Please let us through these doors.
You
doing your best.
You
I
cannot
lean,
give a shit about yelling.
I lean
Yeah.
down to Snacks. I'm like, yes, see this? Yeah, she runs out of ideas and starts making noise.
I know, right?
And she's doing her
Yes.
best
Who's
impression of a
talking?
caryatid, and I don't know what we're trying to do here, but go ahead.
Have to
Don't
come
yell at
in
us
peace.
later.
It didn't work. I'm sorry.
No apologies.
No,
Have any better
it's a
ideas?
good idea. That's why we always do it. It's a good idea.
Yes, no negative repercussions whatsoever. Although, come and enter in peace. I walk over towards one of the pools, and I just look down at it, and I'm like, would you like me to try entering the water?
No.
Who do you say
I'll
that
go
to?
with you.
Just say it out loud.
Out loud.
Yeah.
Let's go together.
You
You're about
don't
to say
hear
something? Yes.
anything back, but make me a perception check, please.
I'm more
Guidance.
better at that. Thank you. Excellent. 22.
Ooh.
Actually, wait, maybe more than 22. Hold on, let me see.
Million.
You're good. You're good.
It could be infinity.
It's true. Nope, 22. I was right.
You think you hear something coming from the two corner bowers that I described. Basically, you're in this large enclosed garden. The door you're trying to get in is up here. Back here, you now realize you're hearing something coming from the two corners, from both corners.
And I just sort of like look to the left and to the right, and I make eye contact with Snacks, and I just unhook the sword, but I don't turn it on. And then I move towards the right.
I bring out Hacker, and I'm like,
By the way, buddy, your weapon, it's saying come in peace. Like, do you know anything about this?
Nah, you can take them. Go right in with me. Come on. You don't need to come in peace. We don't come in peace. We take people to pieces. That's what we do.
like, so you guys don't hear anything. You heard me like whispering to my axe, and I'm just sitting there like,
That's literally the least weird thing you've ever done, Snacks. We're cool.
I don't turn the sword on, but I do move over towards where I heard something.
and
What you realize is when you're getting closer to that corner, you're hearing music.
This little. Is it annoying boy?
No,
Bartholomew music or good music?
You just hear sweet, gentle music.
sweet, soothing sounds of Missy Elliott fill your ears.
You
We didn't try walking in the door backwards, but for the record, that was something I was thinking. Enter in pace is move, literally flip the thing down, flip it, and reverse it. But we'll come back to that.
That cannot work.
But I just want you to know, I thought it. It may be worth it.
It may be worth it.
I try and hum the tune to the best of my ability.
Oh my god, please.
Okay,
please
and
tell
how
me he is
how
tone
far
deaf.
away? So where are you in position with one of these corners?
I go towards it until I hear it. I mean, I all the way up to it. I'll go all the way up to the corner and look around.
When you look around, you see a padded bench around the inside of it, and it looks very comfortable, and you're starting to feel drowsy.
Oh, well, actually, remember, I cannot be put to sleep magically.
Yeah, no, I know,
Yeah.
but something about it just makes you feel comfortable and serene. It makes you want to take a rest.
I move Tinser's disc and I dump Leaf on the settee. He's already asleep. So
he doesn't wake up, that's for sure.
Is he comfy?
But he doesn't disappear or anything.
He doesn't disappear. No.
He's about to become a skater.
He actually just he sort of cuddles into the. He does do a little bit of movement, like he cuddles into the couch and just kind of stretches out.
Gotta be careful next time.
I'm sure he's fine or not, but I'm fine.
But
What
you
did
know,
you feel in there?
This is going to be a great place for us to end today, and we will discover how to get through those doors next week.
Okay.
So what
Doors
we
of
like to do
mystery.
here at the end of the show is just talk a little bit before we sign off, to sort of let people know who we are and talk about the adventure a little bit, and just sort of let people get to know us. So thank you guys for going along with me. Boy, we got a lot of subs and a lot of cheers tonight.
Oh my gosh.
We want to thank.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do a rapid fire thank here for the subs. Thank you, Melmore1234, Griffin OFH, Eric the Unready, love that. Epic Realms, Hoppy Hippo, Justin Ludlow, Tia Marillion, 54
Aqua Snake.
For Aqua Snakes.
54 Aqua Snakes. That's awesome.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, now say the next one.
Jinger Rail.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are good. Yeah.
Precarious.
What's my mother on name? Jiggerel.
Yeah.
What's my
Gamer merch? Might be interested in that
Yep.
later.
Gamer merch.
Wordsmith, Obo Lauren for 2
Oh,
months.
Obo Lauren, we know her.
Shout out to
Love you, Lauren.
She's Erwer.
Deaf
She's the best.
Dog.
Corey C. Lundy.
For 2
Yeah.
months. Schwiffy D.
Swifty, getting swifty with it.
Yeah, getting Swifty.
Get Swifty in here. Yeah.
The one and only correct horse.
Correct horse.
The rest are all incorrect. Wrong, yeah.
Donato.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Canadian
And the best
Ancient
kind of horse.
Gamer. Got that right.
It's a
Shorty
Canadian lich.
Online.
Shorty's a
Kira
homie.
58. Counting Coup. Love Counting Coup.
Kira's a homie.
Wolfman 3578. Love Wolfman. Mad Lampy and Allura 21. Thank you
Yay,
all for
thank
subbing.
you.
And Catch 23 just subbed. So thank you,
All
Catch.
right,
Yay,
thank you.
thank
Catch
you.
23.
Hellhound 2 just subbed. Thank you, Hellhound.
Hey.
All right.
Thank you.
To the top bits, we've got Dead Heart 84, X Finnegan X,
Yeah.
Darthariel, and Eric Jackson. Thank you guys.
So
Hey,
much.
thank you
Oh.
all.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
What does everybody have going on next week? Tell me things. Can anyone tell me things?
Yeah, I'm playing Jasper's game day on Wednesday with Stefan Pokorny.
Nice.
It's 7:30 p.m. I'm not sure exactly where that's taking place because I'm not that well organized
I think
to
it's
know
on
that
D&D
information.
Beyond because I just did
Right,
one
I
today.
think
And
so.
it was on. Pretty sure it's on
Okay.
D&D Beyond.
Okay, so there you go. It's probably on D&D Beyond with Stefano, and I'm looking forward to it. And my brother Alex will be playing with me.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
I'm all over the place, but I'm running Vampire tomorrow for Jasper's game day at 7:30, which I'm pretty sure will not be on D&D Beyond, but I'll know where it's going to be either. Somewhere. There'll be a link.
Check your
and,
Twitter
of
to
course,
find out.
It's true. And of course, Thursdays at 4 Pacific, Black Dice Society, 4 p.m.
good.
on D&D, Twitch, and YouTube, bitches. Thank you, because also Bria's on a thing that I'm working behind the scenes on as well.
Hey, sweet. Well, let me segue into that. We're going not in chronological order because I don't care. Wednesday, you can catch me in that on Into the Motherlands. I love my sweet little fixer so much. So come check her out at 4 p.m. on Cypher of Tears channel. On Monday, you can actually catch me playing Nuked. It's a special spin-off with a bunch of the guests called Tales from the Wasteland on 819 Entertainment's channel at 7 p.m. Central. On Tuesday, you can catch me in the normal Salt Bay slot. I'm not running a game. I get to play in it. I'm playing a Monster Hearts game that's being run by Terry Gamble, and I think that starts at 7 p.m. Pacific. On Thursday, I believe you can catch me over on Black Magic's. There's a panel for like filmmakers and entertainers on like the equipment we use to stream. That's happening at 11 a.m. On Friday night over on Pixel Circus's channel at 6:30, we're going to be doing a GM roundtable with a bunch of us good homies from the channel. I don't want to list everyone on there because I cannot remember everybody, and I did it out of order, so I don't know if I missed anything. That sounds right.
Follow Quiddy on Twitter. It's the only way to be sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, at Quiddy.
But not
Thank you,
Quibi.
Dave.
Dead format. Follow Quiddy. Live format. I affectionately call Into the Motherland's moon neighbors because of the season 1, because you guys were on the moon. So, or you were on a moon.
Nice.
That's my
Seems legit.
yeah.
Very
exactly. How about you, Adriana? Tell us what you got going on.
Hey, well, I'm actually going to be taking a little nature break next week. Well, actually, starting tomorrow. But I will be back before the next Gaxx Pack show. But yeah, otherwise, I do stream on Twitch at my channel, twitch.tv/Adriosha. Or I do awesome TTRPG shows with everybody, here and there. Right now, doing the Gaxx Pack primarily. But yeah, you could follow me online if you wanted to see all the other things that I do. I will post pictures of the nature trip. I've just got to take a little break, and I will be back to do more video game / D&D adventures with y'all. So
Awesome. How about you, Vivka?
Me? I
Yeah.
don't do anything. No.
Hey everyone, I am Vivid Vivka. I mostly hang out on Twitter and TikTok under the same name, Vivid Vivka. Make sure you spell Vivka right. I am very spazzy, but I always have D&D on the brain. You could say I'm ADHD ND. Come check out my Twitter, see what I am currently posting about, or go to my TikTok and see silly skits, nihilistic makeup tutorials, and other silly things that my brain cooks up. Also snack stuff, because I mean, look, I did this makeup, I do so many skits in it. Come see my stupid jokes.
By the way, we've got a lot of art that's being shown right now. If you would like to get your art shown during this segment, just tag us on Twitter, which is @GaryCon.
Is that Thanato?
And also follow, that is Thanato, or it was Thanato, I just saw it go back.
It was a me.
Also youtube.com/GaryCon. Give us a follow over there too.
I will.
And I want to thank our sponsors, the World of Chaldea, Dwarven Forge, Sirenscape, Idle Champions, and of course GaryCon, which we would not be here without. I'm Jason Charles Miller. I'm on Twitch 5 days a week now, which is crazy. I feel like I'm B-Dave or something. I don't know. On Mondays, I have Miller's Music Mondays on my channel. On Tuesdays, I host a songwriting show for Idle Champions on the Codename Games channel. And every week we write a different song about a character in Dungeons and Dragons or a monster with the audience. This past Tuesday, we wrote one of my favorite songs I've ever written, and it's about a gelatinous cube. So I can't wait for people to hear that one. Wednesdays, I do Whatever You Want Wednesdays. Fridays, I'm on Satine Phoenix's channel for the Sirens. And Saturday, I'm right here every Saturday. Very happy to be here and happy to take us all on this fun adventure. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's really fun to watch this, and even more fun to play along with you guys. So
yeah, we're glad.
Luke
Thanks for playing.
Every once in a while, so we're really glad to have Luke. And Eric will be back next week, and Luke will be back next week, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, I feel really stupid. I forgot a thing to mention. Can I mention it?
Yeah, mention.
Sorry. This month, no,